voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, for your boy. Hustle for your boy, mix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
What kind of face you got, Bill? That Mandinka face.
Mandinka? What fool stuff's that you're talking about? That's African. I ain't no African.
Well, I'm Mandinka. We're proud people.
And I'm American. I'm American. I'm American. I was born here. My mammy and my daddy was born here. And my daddy's daddy. And I ain't no African.
About our lineage. Who are we? We're Black Americans. I can trace my family back, my ancestors back to the 1700s. Okay? So we're Black Americans. We have been here since the founding of the country. That matters. Does it not? Does it matter that our parents, our ancestors were here since the founding, since the 1600s, since the 1700s? Is that relevant? Is that significant? Yes, I think it is. Well, I mean, my ancestors didn't slave and sweat and, you know, toil and all that hard work that they did for Joanne Reed to have a job. She's from the Congo. They worked for Black Americans to have jobs. They did all that for Black Americans, not people from the Congo who are first generation Americans. Not even Kamala Harris, who's Indian American and Jamaican.
Right.
My ancestors didn't work for Kamala Harris to have these benefits. They worked for Black Americans to have benefits. I think even Obama is not even a Black American. This is why using color, the skin color, is not sufficient. It's confusing.
Right.
And this is why I say white Americans and Black Americans have been in America the longest since its founding. And that is significant. That matters. That history matters. And so this is why, you know, and I don't know why so many, and, you know, I want to get into this issue about Black women, Black American women supporting. I know it's nonprofit, but Black American women don't understand most of them, some do, but most of them don't understand. They think everything is about skin color. And that's a superficial analysis of the situation. They're not looking at the history. They don't know the history. And they're just so wedded to the political left position, embracing all of their policies. And their policies have been detrimental to Black America. They need to get away from that embrace of all these policies that are the detriment. So what I'm thinking, they're not doing their homework. They're not reading this cast your bucket where you are. Cast down your bucket where they're not reading this history. They're being superficial. They're just watching the television and going along with what the politicians say. That is not sufficient. About our
I just want to say hello.
You talk more shit than a little bit. Back to Mother Africa. That's bullshit. Without question, we are all Black Americans. You do not know a goddamn thing about Africa. I am from Detroit, Motown. So you can want Tootsie your monkey ass back to Africa if you want to.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Get in here, family. Get in here. We got discussions to have. Today is the 30th. We have discussions to have. It's an African boycott and we on time, on schedule. Nothing's going to derail the train. It is what it is. This is only the beginning and we got a lot to discuss. Now I need everybody to get in here. Get the likes up on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please. Subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 50K. And shout out to everybody here. If you're new, especially a welcome. We are in the middle of an awakening. did I say in an awakening? Whatever. We are in the middle of an awakening, and it's gonna be epic. Now, as you guys know, come on in. As you guys know, we are in the middle of this African boycott, and apparently the Africans are kind of twisted about this. Now, this didn't just fall out of the sky. I've been watching some content creators. Shout out to all the content creators. And even when I disagree with certain subjects and topics, it don't make me have any animosity toward them. But I'll say this. I've been seeing some content creators are very wishy-washy, like double dutchy, kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to boycott my Africans because I love the food, or I love the braids, or I love the. There's a lot of people doing that, and that's cool. That's cool. I'm not here to tell anybody what to do. However, this movement has to stay solid, and people like that cannot be allowed on the train. This is no shade. It's like if you picking a team to win an Olympics or something like that, you want your best and your best. People who are teeter-tottering, not sure what they want to do, those people, bless their hearts. We love y'all. We just can't use you right now, Fed. I mean, you know what I mean? Because we have momentum going. We have our hearts and our minds and our dollars set on what we're trying to do. And we can't take possible infiltration. You know what I mean? I'm a Pisces, so I'm very emotional, and that can go either one way or the other. Take that information and do it as you please. Now, I've been ready to boycott everybody, not just the Africans. This is not just about the Africans. I've been ready to boycott everybody. I was one of the ones who understood the portion of the movie on Boys in the Hood when Doughboy and them was sitting there talking to, what's his name? When they were telling them about gentrification, buying the homes, I understood it then. I understood that it's always Arabs in the hood selling us the liquor, and it's the Asians selling us the food. I've always understood that. I may not have known why it was happening, but I've always understood it. So I've always had the militant mindset of what we doing, what time we riding. That has always been my mindset. I'm going to just keep it honest with y'all. So when I heard the African boycott, I didn't need to hear nothing else. I was like, bet, say less. Now, I really do want to put out a disclaimer. Why did my light just go out? I do want to put out a disclaimer. Let me fix this light really quickly, y'all. I got to give y'all a commercial break. My bad. I need to fix this light because my light literally just went out. Look at the devil. But you ain't going to win. I'll be right back.
Do your hand like this. Yeah, gotcha. Cause I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the black, the nigga I'm black, nigga the black, the nigga black, the nigga black, the nigga I'm black and I'm proud, I'm black and I'm proud, I'm black and I'm proud, I'm black and I'm proud. You got to say, they want the black, cause I'm black, nigga the black, the black, I can never be white, the white. Shake, if your leg, wiggle, lift your leg, bounce, lift your leg, hustle, lift your leg, if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Let me see you put if your leg is around, let me see you put your hands up. Put your hands up, man. Make that booty go round and round. I'm Louis Vuitton Brown. Make that booty go round and round, man, cause I'm Louis Vuitton Brown.
Sorry, guys. I am back. Had to fix my little light really quickly. But anyway, what was I saying? I do want to preface this situation by saying this. I don't believe that all groups of people or all people in a group are bad. Shout out to the people who are pro or at least who are willing to be allies to us in America, Black Americans. And this is not to anybody who don't talk or act like this. But when it comes down to the businesses, the good's gonna have to suffer for the bad. I've never seen in life where, oh, well, because it's only this amount of people of the group of people, we're only gonna suffer. We're only gonna deal with those groups. No. That don't go like that. You see what I'm saying? See, typically when you have a movement, you can't pick and choose. Our ancestors didn't say, you know what? We're only going to do the clear people in the South. We're not going to worry about the clear people up north or on the West, or we're not going to worry about any of those clear people. We're only going to treat the clear people in the South because it's only this group of clears. That has never gone like that. And this is the gag. The reason why I really don't feel I don't feel bad at all, because I don't know any Africans, if I'm going to be complete. No, I do. But either way, let me tell you why I don't feel as bad. Because I need those voices to be just as loud as the disrespect. We have taken disrespect from these people forever. And let me tell you from my point of view, I can't speak to nobody else. But when I met my first African in 2006, I was 22, 21, 22. Yeah, about 22 years old, okay? Don't quote me on the age, but in that area. And my first encounter with this person, the person himself was nice. But obviously, we have the same stories. The parents saw me and was like, you know how they go. Bye, 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 bye. But that was my only personal interaction that I've had with them. But I've seen online and I've seen in conversation with them. And so I guess that would count as personal interaction. I've seen in conversation that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes there are a lot of Africans who feel like we they sons or something like that. It's almost like even when we talk about anything that we have, anything that we've ever done, it's always got to tie back to Africa. Brother, sister, you have this because of Africa, the motherland. It's because of the motherland. Newsflash, Black America, look under your feet right now. I need everybody to look down at their feet. Please and thank you, because we about to get rid of this whole motherland BS. You are standing in the motherland. This is why the world is here. This is why the world is attracted to here. You, under your feet, here is the motherland. The things that they told you about Africa and Wakanda is right here under each and every one of your feet. Don't let gone are the days where we pay all reverence and all everything to these folks in Africa. And this is no shade. Shout out to Africa. But I have family on both sides who have, I'm losing my words, who have died, bled, and fought on this land. I have generations upon generations upon generations of people buried on this land, the land where they have the most pyramids, the land where the mound builders are, the Mississippians, this here land. As a matter of fact, all those fairy tale stories they told about Africa, the more and more I start to learn and the more and more I start to grow, I start to understand why they told us that. It's the I made you look trick. And if you've been to the channel, we all know about it. It's kind of like when you were young. Someone would tap you on the shoulder, and when you look this way, you realize they're actually that way. That is what this was all about. Now, a lot of these Africans, the westernized ones, they get the same education, but they get it in a different format. You know, it's kind of the same way we got the education about Africa in the first place. I don't know if you guys know this. They taught the clear people about Africa and how we were slaves before they taught it to us. It was in their schools first. So they already had the superiority complex. When we got it, here comes the inferiority complex. These Africans have gotten some of the same education. And logically, for the life of me as a kid, I never understood. If these are the people who sold you, why would you be allies with them? It's just human logic and nature. What would make you feel like you need to go be up under the very people whose ancestors, if you are to believe the slave trade story, what would make you think that it is even conducive or even intelligent to lay up under the very people who sold your ancestors? I'm going with the move of the out of Africa theory, and we all come off a boat. Think about it logically. And they got you so mentally attached to these folks that even the idea of separating, not hating, not saying we don't want nothing to do with them, the idea of separating, they flip the narrative to you and make you seem like you're just the worst person this side of the Mississippi. Have you caught the grift yet? Have you caught the play? It's like a big trick and everybody is in on it except you. I've been telling y'all this for how long? How long I've been telling y'all this? Everybody is in on it, Black America, except us. Everybody. So I don't want to hear, oh, y'all start with Africans, y'all are xenophobic. I don't care who we start with. Y'all called, we answered, okay? So there's that. But I want my people to know that you are the most required. You are the most needed. Without you, the world, not the city, not the continent. Without you, the world collapsed. Yet everybody treats you like crap. Do you know why? Because mentally, you don't understand your value. You don't understand what you bring to the table versus what they bring to the table. And when we start to calculate all these things and we all sit around this round table and all these cultures bring to the table what they bring, you start to realize the table gets smaller and smaller and smaller because most of the people are just leeching off of you. Okay? And we're tired. We are to the point where we've watched the disrespect. We've dealt with the Africans. We've dealt with all these other cultures. We overpopulated in this doggone country. We got people coming all over from everywhere, which I don't have an issue with. But I think my issue is y'all coming into our neighborhoods, being set up to make millions and millions of dollars to siphon the wealth from the neighborhoods, and we can't even give it back to each other. I heard more people mad about the August 1st boycott of the Africans than any other boycott. Because you're so blinded by skin color. Okay? But I need my people to stay the course because it doesn't matter. We have a point to prove and the point will be proven. And that's just that on that. Now, I don't have any personal connections or ties to any of these other cultures like that. So I don't, you know what I mean? I'm not over here about to be, oh my God, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? I don't have time for that. I'm ready to roll. Now, it's easy for me to boycott because I've never gone to an African braid shop. I've never allowed them to get in my head. But I know that a lot of you do. And I understand as a Black woman, convenience is key. Convenience is key. We got kids, we got work, we got school, we got all types of stuff going on. We don't have time in 2025 to do a whole bunch of things. And you know who else knows that, you guys? Everybody who sells you everything that you have, including the Africans. Now, I heard about this sweatshop that I saw, or at least it looks like a sweatshop. I'm not sure if it is. I don't know. We will discuss it and we will get into it. But I heard about this sweatshop that's opening up, or it seems to be a sweatshop opening up somewhere in Maryland. And I saw the lady come out telling us about this big old, oh my God, y'all come down to this African braid shop, multiple people in one person head. And I'm not gonna lie, I get so cringed. I am so cringed that y'all allow all these people put their hands and their energy over your head. Oh my God, that's a whole other conversation. If you understood the way energy transfer, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back, okay? But anyway, I've seen a lot of sisters and brothers, or sisters for sure, going over to these African braid shops, and it's only for one reason and one reason only: convenience. They got these people who can get on top of your head and do what takes normally 8 to 10 to 12 hours. They can get it done in 3 or 4. I get it. I'm all here for it. I get sometimes we don't have the time to go around and sit down for 10, 12 hours. I get that. But you don't understand what you're trading for your convenience. When you allow multiple people over your head, you do not understand what you are doing. Mind you, these are other people of another culture. Yes, you share skin tone. That's it. That's all. But these are another people of another culture. You don't understand the language. Okay, you don't understand anything they're saying. You don't understand the mannerisms. You don't understand the nonverbals. You don't understand anything about these people. All you know is you want some braids. So you pay these people at a lower cost. They do the braids at a faster time. You walk out and then you don't understand what has come over you. Why is things this? Why is things that? Now, I'm not saying that they putting any kind of roots on nobody. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying roots could be put on people through their head. Hello? Your crown? Yeah, I'm not saying that they doing it, but I'm saying if they wanted to, they could. And with 6 to 8 hands in your head, how you gonna know what the hell going on? How you know if they ain't getting together? I'm not even gonna go there because I don't even want to. Long story short, we have to be careful what it is we're trading in for convenience. When it pertains to this boycott, it's not just about one thing. It's about the thing as a collective. We are losing our culture. We have culture vultures from every which way but loose coming in, literally sucking the life out of us. And we're not even allowed to circulate our money through our own pockets. They come up with local laws saying you have to have permits for this and you can't sell that and you can't do this. But all these people get to come in all our communities and take our money and send it back to their communities while we live and squander in poverty. And this is what I want you guys to understand. It's bigger than one group of people. It's about us economically. And I am a people watcher. So what I was thinking was when I saw all these people coming down here, getting all these businesses and things of that nature, especially understanding the legal, well, not legal, but the way the government makes sure that we are not capable of doing what we need to do by denying us for loans, denying us for all type of these resources that they give to these folk. I understand that even though we deal with that, we still have been resilient. We are still doing better than a lot of these people as a collective. But we have to understand that we have to know who we are on the inside, okay, who we are as far as our identity, so that we're able to swat and bat away all these people who are not on our side, okay? And this is the fact. This is business. This ain't got nothing to do with your feelings. All you mother pluckers who come up under that Marcus Garvey bull crap, all you mother pluckers come out the Baptist church that told y'all love all the Africans. All you mother pluckers coming over here talking about I learned in school that we came off a boat. All y'all got to put your feelings aside. They don't have no feelings about none of this. This is business. You are a commodity. You are a coin. You're the only one emotional about any of this, okay? Put your emotions aside and let's handle business. Because see, back in the day, even though we may have been emotionally charged on a lot of things, our ancestors stood on business. We ain't had time to worry about the emotional part. I don't care if the good ones suffer for the bad. The boycott will go on. Period. Point blank. And it's not up for discussion. Now, first of all, I need y'all to like the video. Let me read some of these super chats and we're going to get right on into the show. Pure Joy, thank you for the super chat. Says, boo, why I caught myself singing Jupiter Booty yesterday? Because it's a hit. That's why, girl. Thank you for the super chat. Jaleesa Green, thank you so much for the super sticker or super chat. Thank you so much. And Tisha, thank you for the super chat. She says, my granny said, it's bad luck to let two people work on your hair at one time. Facts. You also ain't supposed to say thank you. You say more hair. Let me tell you something. Oh, our ancestors, they all had lived by the same principles. They all did the same things and it worked for them, okay? It worked for them. They didn't have Africans braiding their hair. We braided our own hair. Like I told y'all before, quiet as it's kept, we do the best braids. We have traded even the level of style and the level of appreciation for the style just for the convenience. And for what? And these people are looking at you like you're beneath them. Everything you say you have, everything you say you've created, they have to tag their name to it and then gaslight you to make you believe or make you think that you're the one who needs them when it's vice versa. I don't have time for it. I don't have time for it. We've been doing braids. We ain't never stopped doing braids. So I don't understand why this whole African boycott thing for some seems to be a big deal. Now let's get into it. Thank you so much, Tisha, for the super chat. Let's get into it. Now I want to first start off with the boycott. Why are we here? So we are here because we are tired, basically. This is why we're here. Let's call a thing a thing. Black Americans are where we are right now as it pertains to these other groups because we have taken too much crap off of these groups and we sat there and did nothing. And most of us sat there and did nothing or didn't want to make a big fuss about it because we were taught and indoctrinated that these are your brothers and sisters. You don't do that to them. But as the time started to go by, we start to realize the feeling ain't mutual. The feelings aren't reciprocated. Everybody I know that has gone to Africa, they don't get warm welcomes. It's not like the movies. They getting scammed. They going over there giving them all their money, okay? They getting scammed and they not being treated fairly. I don't care who over there. They'll tell you that. They'll tell you that, okay? Also, it's just like we have been indoctrinated to think that these people are kind of like our fathers kind of figures, because we were told through the slave trade narrative in the movie Roots that we all know is plagiarized, but we've been told that, oh yeah, we came from them, from some unspecific place in Africa. And I'm so over it, y'all. Have y'all done your genealogy yet? I hope you guys are checking out that lineage and genealogy, making those family trees to see who you are, who your families are. Because we got to put this, enough is enough. We have to put this thing to bed now, okay? And this is another thing too, because I'm on this type of time. Ain't no, oh, say you sorry and come back and we gonna say all is forgiven and then give you back all our money. No, I don't want this to just be a boycott. Let's make this a bigger situation. How about the boycotts end up into us being more entrepreneurs, opening more of our own braiding shops, even if we got to get back to the kitchen? How about that? We provide the best resources. We provide the best services anyway. This is what we need to do. Unapologetically. And you can't sit up here and feel sorry. These folks come here with one objective and one objective only, and that is to survive and send money back to their family. You and your family and your lineage ain't got nothing to do with that. I need you to keep the same energy. Survival of you, your family, and your lineage. Just like they do. And don't be letting nobody tell you you wrong for feeling like that. It's a Jedi mind trick. Okay, so we're here because there was a boycott happening, and I guess this young lady came on here and offered up the idea of a boycott. I'm hearing that there have been horrible situations going on in these braiding salons. I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't never been to them. I don't really particularly like them, so I've never gone to any, so I don't know. But either I do my own hair. That's just the type of time I'm on. I do my own hair. But either way, this girl, this is one of the first videos I saw. She's the one who proposed the African boycott of the braiding salons. Now, originally, this started with just the braid shops. This was not all African businesses. But the way they came back at us, baby, we was like, oh, you want to tell your doctors not to treat us and all this? Bet, now it's all you mother pluckers. And we standing on business. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Here's the original video that started, or one of the original videos that started this thing. Y'all get the likes up, please, and thank you.
Because I wanted to support Shaya's Shelf, who is promoting a protest for August 1st. Complete blackout on African braiding shops, restaurants, and stores, right?
So I would just like to say, I see.
That girl is not a Black American. And I haven't even heard what she said. I just wanted to play that first part. And we're going to get into her. I can eye her and tell you that is not a Black American right there. Y'all better open y'all eyes. It's right in front of you. Before she say anything, this ain't no Black American. I can look at her face. But neither here nor there. Shaya's Shelf was doing this boycott because of the bad treatment and horrible treatment of what had been happening between Black Americans and Africans in these shops. Now, from what I'm hearing, because I've never gone in there, what I'm hearing is that they get attitudes, they get the yelling and cussing, they having issues with the braids itself. I've seen many, many videos of these girls going in these shops having issues and all types of stuff. So I already know that there were tension there. I'm not going to lie. That wasn't even the part that really was like, yeah, bet. The part that really was like bet was the attitude came from the Africans when we first brought it up. First, there was the gaslighting. Oh, you guys are being xenophobic. No, brother, we didn't do that. You're xenophobic. You just want to hate African. You hate that you're Black. You hate that you're African. We heard all of that craziness, right? Cool. But it was also the girls or the people in the diaspora from Africa hollering, oh, yeah. Oh, y'all want to boycott? You want to boycott? With the boycott to you, we take away all of your stuff. And I'm just these motherfuckers calling for us to die and go to jail. And this is normal mentality for them. See, we don't think like that. We don't roll like that. We wasn't raised like that. We were raised to love these people. And for scolds and blows, we did just that. We welcomed, okay? Listen. We welcomed eBay on Good Times when he came with the foo-foo and the Jollof. We welcomed him. We didn't understand this black ass, but we welcomed them. And we thought, oh, we connecting back to the brotherhood and the brothers of the land. And honestly, it's now that I know what I know, it was all a Jedi mind trick. And by the way, speaking of a Jedi mind trick, I was wondering the other day, cutting my grass, I was wondering, seeing as Martin Luther King is not a black American and he does have actual Irish, English, not Irish English, but Irish, European descent, I'm wondering if he might have sold us out on this on purpose. Just a thought. Neither here nor there. Let's see what this girl got to say. How much y'all want to bet she's not a black American? And I swear to God, I've never seen it. Watch.
See nothing wrong with boycotting. The issue is you guys want to boycott an entire continent of people that you've never met before. And that makes no.
That's not true. We don't have no issues with the people on the continent. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty positive the people on the continent don't like that you guys on the Western world are representing them the way that you are. So nobody's boycotting an entire continent. That's not true. We can't even get over there to boycott an entire continent. Also, we don't have any trading or any type of thing with Africa. So stop it. We're boycotting the ignorant MFers over here in America who have turned their nose down on us to make us feel like we were less than. Whole time, they are the ones who need us and not the other way around. So don't do that. I just want to check that real quickly.
No sense. If you had an issue with a specific braiding salon, let's say it's called Sarah's Braiding Salon, right? You went there, they were rude to you, they talked about you, they treated you badly, then yes, I will 100% support. Do not go to that salon. But to now come and say, oh, I'm not going to African restaurants, I'm not going to African businesses. You're not going to support a business because the simple fact that they're African means you're racist.
You see how she flipped that? Did y'all catch how she flipped that? Did you catch it? So she went to, it's one thing to say you're not going to support one business, but then to turn around and say you're going to support all businesses and then all kinds of businesses. Now you're xenophobic. Do you see how she flipped that? Instead of the Africans coming to the table saying, man, what is going on? How can we help? What is happening here? They would rather remain obtuse, willfully obtuse, meaning just act like they don't know, and come on this internet and make it seem like we're the one attacking them. Whole time we're not doing nothing but saying we're gonna keep our money in our pocketbook. That's all we saying. We're not saying we're gonna vandalize no buildings. We're not saying we're gonna do no protests. We're not saying we doing none of that. The only thing we said was we gonna keep our money in our pocketbook, and they ready to jump off the bridge. And I'm glad you brought this up because I told y'all this the other day. I'm so sick and tired of hearing about us supporting African businesses. Literally, nobody patronized Black Americans. Nobody. The Asians don't patronize us. The Africans don't patronize us. The Hispanics don't patronize us. The Pacific Islanders don't patronize us. The clear people don't patronize us. Nobody patronizes Black America. But we supposed to just patronize everybody, right? Keep that in mind when we dealing with this boycott. Because see, y'all want to get on here and be like, oh, it should just be one, not them all. Shut the F up. When as a collective are we going to demand that they come and patronize us? See, if we are to come back to the table to have this discussion, I keep hearing this thing, all these Africans, one thing about the Nigerians, one thing about the Africans, they not going to mess with you unless you bring something for them and bring something to the table. Well, that's our new thing. What are you going to do for us? You see, trading is a thing because you give me something and I give you something back. From now on, all this in droves, basically supporting all these big old businesses or these foreign businesses in droves simply because we're being guilted into doing it, that we're done. These businesses need to support us. Asians don't even shop at the same grocery store as us, my nigga. I still to this day don't even know where they get their food. The only time I see an Asian is when he in Sam's trying to buy a crap ton of toilet paper and Coca-Colas to bring down to his store and upsell. That's the only time I see an Asian down to the grocery store. So stop the cap. We don't have to feel sorry for nobody. Don't nobody patronize us ever and have never. Period, point blank. Let me get back to this little girl on here. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Get the likes up on the video. What she was saying, girl. Let me let her finish.
So sorry. You wanting to not go somewhere because it's owned by Africans and you've never went there before, they've never done anything wrong to you, means you're racist. You're basically saying you're not supporting that company because they're African. Not because they did anything wrong to you, not because they stole your money, not because they yelled at you, just because they're African. That means you're racist. And I don't care, you guys want to say, oh, Black people can't be racist or African people can't be racist. Yes, you can. If you're saying you're not going to support someone's business because they're African, that means you're racist. And that's wrong. Like, boycotting is a good idea when you're boycotting a specific company that did something. Boycotting a continent of people is crazy because you have not met everybody from that continent. And yeah, and I would just like to say, if you guys are boycotting, make sure you keep this up till prom. I don't want to see any, oh, I got my dress made in Africa, Nigerian prom dresses. I don't want to see any of that. If you guys are boycotting, keep it up. And I think you guys are forgetting back to school starts in August.
Can I pause right quickly with her with these prom dresses, getting them from Africa? Let me say this. The entire world looks, acts, talks, dress, mannerisms, and everything are like Black Americans. I'm not saying everybody, but there's Black American culture touching every corner of this freaking earth. As a matter of fact, it touches the earth so much so that from what I'm hearing, in a lot of these great places in Africa, they say it looked like downtown New York, downtown America. You see what I'm saying? And America looks the way it looks because of us. Let's really be clear about that. Okay, but oh, don't go get the African braiders. Cool. Tell all them Africans in Africa with them badass lace front wigs, where the wigs be buckling up in the front and the hair be looking like it's braid hair. Tell all them hoes, pull that off. But I'm not gonna go back and forth and tip for tat with this one girl because she looked like she lost. But I'm gonna just say this: what we're not gonna do is say nobody can deal with an African designer in Africa. We don't have problems with the Africans in Africa. That ain't our issue. Actually, the Africans in Africa ain't did nothing to us. It's generation, some of y'all first generation Africans and tethers who come over here thinking you could just basically tell us what to do. But I know why, because you got your status. Oh, yeah. See, when you got here, you got your white status, and you let the white boy tell you that you was better than us, but you forgot that he hates you just as much as he hates us. And as a matter of fact, unfortunately, if he had to choose between the one or the two, you know what it is. You know what it is. So I just hate when they come over here, and in most of these second generation Africans, most of them ain't never even been. Talk to them. Ask them. I'm Nigerian. I'm from Ghana. Ask them when the last time they been. Shut your duck ass up. Go call your mama. Let me talk to her. You can't tell me nothing. You still wet behind your ears. Similac all on your breath. Girl, go lay. Matter of fact, you're already laid. Get up. Shit. Let me let her finish this craziness out so we can move on, girl.
Yes. So I hope you're ready to go to school with no hair done. No, because this actually makes no sense. You're supposed to boycott the specific company that wronged you, not an entire continent of people. Have a great day.
This video.
Did she say we ain't gonna be able to get our hair done? Outside of braids, if you are a Black American going to an African to get your hair done, then you need all your hair pulled out your head. Hey, let's move on. Because y'all trying to get me in trouble. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. The boycott is going on. The boycott is still happening. August 1st, we are boycotting all African everything. I don't care what it is. We have a point to prove, and the point will be proven. You guys get the likes up on the video. Now, I want to show y'all. Let me get this other video up. So after that, it caught fire on social media that everybody's boycotting, and everybody was like, yeah, a lot of Black Americans basically came out and was like, yo, honestly, I've had these same experiences. A lot of people were like, yeah, this needs to happen. It makes sense because we've been treated unfairly and badly by these people. Horribly, actually. And the fact that they sit here and look at us like as if we need them, And it's not the other way around. And this is what I love about this boycott, because for the first time in a long time, Black America, you've heard about your spending power. You've heard about how you control the culture. You've heard about you dominating everything. Now you get to see what your power can do. Now you get to see what your money and your power does at work. The same $1 trillion spending power that we've been hearing for years and scolds and blows. We've never seen it. Yeah, we've heard it and we see it here and there, but we've never actually seen it. And don't get me wrong, we don't spend the bulk of our money with Africans. Let's really be clear. But even whatever money we do spend, you will see what power you have and what it is you are capable of, period, point blank. And you won't have to just hear it and believe it. You'll see it in numbers. Okay? Remember, these people have somewhere else to go. You don't. You already home. They got some. If things don't work out in America, they can hike a flight and they be back home before they can save Joe off. You don't have nowhere else to go. And we're not going to allow anybody to come on here and just continuously disrespect us on our land where our ancestors fought and died for. Ain't going to happen. We're done. We are done. So now let me fast forward. So now the lady Nadine, right in the middle of this, I found it opportunistic. However, right in the middle of the boycott, I saw Nadine from Nadine's Hair Braiding open this doggone hair braiding studio. Now, this ain't just no studio. Girl, this hair braiding studio gives me Nike sweatshop tees. That's what I see when I see this. Nike sweatshop tees. So I see this video and I thought it was very convenient, but I understand business. See, they understand how we feel about the boycott, but then they figured, yeah, but they want convenience. So let's drop this commercial, even though it probably was down before, but let's drop this commercial right in the middle where they can see all these braids getting done at short periods of time, cutting the time they have 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and they're going to forget how they feel, and they're going to come run down here and give us their money. That's what they were thinking. But I have news for you. We ain't budging. Let's get into one of the little commercials that I saw from this Nadine's hair braiding. Hold on. Get the lights up.
Did you know a Cameroonian lady, Nadine Dwiko, owns a hair braiding salon which employs over 400 people and seats 150 customers at once? Let's dive in. Nadine Dwiko is a Cameroonian, a visionary founder of Nadine's Hair Braiding, a successful salon located in Bowie, Maryland that operates 24/7. Today, her multi-million-dollar enterprise employs over 400 braiders and can accommodate more than 150 clients at once on Old Annapolis Road in West Bowie Village. Nadine arrived in the United States of America in August 2009 on a student visa intending to study banking at the St. Cloud State University. However, she was unable to afford tuition and turned to hair braiding to support herself.
They always come with the sad story. Nadine came from Cameroon with 76 cents. She did not have any money, so she started to braid hair, and then from all of the braiding, her fingers, she got the arthritis in the fingers and the little carpal tunnel, but she turned the money, the braids into a braiding empire. And now look, Nadine has the braiding empire right here. I'm so tired of that shit. We all come from nothing. Oh well, tough titty, said the kitty, but the milk was dry. What the fuck you want me to do? I don't give a fuck where she come from when she po and she ain't had nothing. I know niggas right here in America, po niggas that can't make it and can't eat. I know niggas under the Claiborne Bridge right now in New Orleans that would love to have a place to stay without having to deal with all this craziness, but they got to be homeless. I know homeless veterans. I know homeless family. I know people that's fucked up right here in America. I don't care about your struggle braid story. I don't care. I don't care. Until we care about the people here, we can't care about nobody else. We got to care about us first. I don't give a damn what color you is. If you don't care about your own, you ain't gonna care about nobody else. And gone are the days where we're expected and required to put everybody over us. I literally do not care. And at least she could have put some braids in her head to let us think it's real, because I don't believe the story no way. I don't believe Nadine did a twist in her goddamn life. Do you hear me? But they gonna give us the story though, just to play on your heartstrings. They play and use your emotions to make money. I've been telling you this for how long? Your money, your emotions make everybody money. That's why they give you the sob story. Could care goddamn less.
Earning her first U.S. income by braiding a customer's hair in Minnesota. A few years later, she moved to Bowie, Maryland and worked in over a dozen salons before launching her own small home-based service while pregnant with her first child. Her first brick-and-mortar salon opened in 2015 at West Bowie Village, where she initially saw fewer than 10 clients a day. To build her clientele,
Do you know how hard it is for a Black American to get a loan and open up a business? And you mean to tell me some broke, poor African woman came over here with no way and no how and no hardly language, and she was able to walk into that white boy bank and get that loan like that? Let me tell you something. If you don't see stuff and ask and question it, then you are living in a damn matrix in a bubble. You will be a fool to believe that lady came over here with no money and started from the bottom and became this major goddamn business owner. Bullshit. Bull is what it is. All of your set-asides, all of the things that our ancestors worked, died, and prayed for, everything that they thought they were fighting for us goes to them. Not just them, but them as well. Bull crap.
Distributed flyers across the DMV area in places like Howard University, Lago, Lana markets frequented by Black women. Her breakthrough came when a satisfied customer posted her braids on TikTok, celebrating both the affordability and speed of her service. The post went viral, earning 1 million views in a single day, and in the following morning, Nadine received 200 phone calls, having never previously gotten even 50 calls in a single day. To meet the growing demand, Nadine innovated a factory-style system in which multiple braiders work on one client simultaneously, cutting the traditional 6 to 8 hour braid sessions down as little as 2.5 hours. This efficiency combined with fair prices attracted clients across the United States of America.
Let me tell you something, because a lot of y'all don't understand. Some people may not understand business. All she did was saw demand and created the supply. Supply and demand. It probably was a lot of Black women running around whatever area she's at, where that business is at, and realized they like African braid shops. Well, what if I make one big ass Walmart? What if I make one big ass Walmart of braiding shops and have all these hoes come to one big old warehouse? I can get one big building. All I got to do is make these little partitions for the little bitty settings or whatever the case may be, and they gonna come. You build it, they will come. Supply and demand. All this other stuff that they talking about, her starting from scratch, braiding at 6 and all that stuff. All of that is bullshit. Supply and demand. Supply and demand. If I go in the middle of the hood and set up a liquor store, I'm going to make bank, because people in the hood are so stressed out, they drink. It don't have nothing to do with me. It don't have nothing to do with the liquor. It's just the facts of the pattern of the people. She created a supply for the demand that was there. That's it. She just made a braid shop, Walmart braid shop. That's all she did. That's it. All this other stuff is bullshit.
Nadine's journey from a student immigrant through home-based braiding to operating a state-of-the-art salon embodies resilience, creativity, and entrepreneurial acumen.
And this is another thing too. Another thing y'all don't realize when y'all support these people, they are coming over here learning how to do the styles that you ask, because they don't do this in Africa. I hope you know that, right? They don't do the braids that we get here in America. They don't do that in Africa at a high number until they learn it here and then go back and do it over there. Okay? So while we sitting up here waiting on convenience, they're literally about to take the way that you do something and you was able to make money under the table, and they about to commercialize the out of it because you want to get your hair braided in 4 hours. Do you see the economic play that they're playing? They come in, learn how to do the styles that we love, learn how to do the braids that we love, then they monopolize off of the same thing. So that means the little small mom and pop's little girl like me, who used to be doing braids at 16, 17, 18, 19, trying to at least keep a little something in my pocket, nobody's going to come to me because we got the Walmart braiding shop down the street. Do you see what I'm saying? And they do the same thing that I can do because a whole bunch of black women wanted their hair braided in 3 hours. Do you see the implications and how far this can go? Do you see how convenience and ignorance can lead you down to the pits of hell? We giving them a whole economy, y'all. We need to be boycotting forever. Economically, we are giving the Africans an economy. It's called braiding. Okay? You helping them steal your shit. Think about what I'm telling you. You are helping them steal your stuff. They don't know the styles you want to. You tell them, hey, you know how to do the Singalese twist? You know what they do? Singalese. Do you know? Come. We do. And then you get out and you wonder why the Singalese twist ain't really Singalese. And then it takes months and months and months to somebody finally get it right. And then you find the one African who know how to do it because they're learning from you. You giving them the economy. You giving it to them. They don't know how to do that shit in Africa. But you want me to believe that we come from there. Everything they do, they coming from over here and taking it from us. Because you want convenience. And this is another thing, Black America. We need to stop thinking for now. We the only group of people that think for now. This is why everybody take everything from us. Nobody thinks past the weekend. We have to get out of that mindset. It is going to cripple us and unalive us. We will go back into slavery if we only think about ourselves and the now. We have to get communal like these other groups, and we have to start thinking the way that they think. How does this move affect 20 years, 40 years, 60 years, 100 years, 200 years? That's how they move as a community, as a group, and that's how they remain on top. To be honest, you know what kept Black America on top? The fact that they need us. G. Moo said African braiding has always been an African thing, though. Trust me, ma'am, let me get up here, and I ain't even going to pull you up on the Summer Jam screen because I want to use this as education for you. Ma'am, I've done the research. Africa does not own braiding. Africa does not own braiding. Melanated, copper color, coarse-haired people are from the entire region of every part of this earth. Every Black woman in the earth, on the earth, has braided their hair. It is a natural thing to do for the type of hair that we have. Braiding is not exclusive, nor did it come from Africa. I've done the research. There's nothing to show you. There's nothing that points braiding back to Africa. You mother pluckers were still doing cornrows. You're not going to make me believe that braiding come from there. Y'all can't even stop it. Stop it. Do not make this that. Please don't make this that because you can't stand next to us. You can't. You can't even stand in the same room with us when it comes to braiding. Fucking shit be looking like caterpillars anyway, so don't get me started. Braiding is not exclusive to Africa. As far back as they can go, as far back as history can go, even on the pyramid walls, there were braids. And guess what? The oldest and most pyramids are in America, not Africa. So don't tell me, okay? Don't tell me that braids are indicative to Africa. The Olmecs had braids. Everybody Black has done braids since the beginning of time. It does not belong to Africa. At this point, I'm wondering what actually does belong to Africa because we starting to pull y'all card. Y'all talking so much stuff. We starting to do the research and realize we the big dog. All this stuff they said we got from them music. Debunked. Already did that. Debunked. Ain't getting no music from you. Ain't got no fashion from you. Don't eat your food. Don't do the hair like you. We don't get nothing from you. We get absolutely absolutely zero from you. Nothing. What are you talking about? We got nothing from you. To this day, we don't get nothing from you. And I bet you whoever that was, if she African, I bet you right now, if I pulled her up here and she put the camera on, she looked like a black American. Stop the cap. I'm tired. I'm over it. Okay? Now, we need to move on. So, girl, y'all got me preaching in here. Girl, I feel like a pastor. Get the likes up on the video real quickly. Get the likes up on the video. So I want to also go to Nadine. So Nadine did that, right? So then this boycott thing popped off. Everybody was like, yeah, we on it. The Africans started to lose it because right now they thinking about the money in their pockets, okay? Let's get into some of these videos where some of the people were saying, girl, what time is the boycott? Because I'm ready to go. And I'm with those people. What time is the boycott? Where do I need to be? What color we wearing? Because I'm ready to go at this point in time. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let me share the screen. God, it's just crazy, bro. Like, and it ain't even no diaspora war like that. It's just that the Africans in the Western world right now in America, and it's not just the West, not just in America, because I heard about y'all over in the Caribbean islands too, and all over in England and all that stuff. But people getting tired of the craziness. People is just getting real tired. Get the likes up.
Well, I'm going to say thank you for commenting, and I will elaborate on this. You are not entirely wrong. I think we Africans need to use this opportunity and actually sit back and think of what we have done that is triggering this with our African American brothers and sisters. And you may not like me right now. You may not like the fact that I'm calling you my brother and sister, but you are. African brothers and sisters, listen. We have to take ownership of what we have done or said or made our brothers and sisters to feel that is making them say these things. What they're saying is not coming out of thin air. It has been provoked by something or their experiences. Brothers and sisters that come from the same father and mother fight. So why wouldn't we fight? But this fight is an opportunity for us to sit back and rethink, find our faults, try to find resolution, try to see how we can accommodate each other. Look, stone me if you like, but it is what it is. We need to stand on truth, put our egos aside.
Now, remind you, she's responding to a comment saying that y'all have never stood with us or whatever, and that's the truth. And even though this lady is speaking a good game, because she is saying that they do, as Africans, need to listen to us. I mean, we are the consumer. You ever heard customers always right? I've never seen a business who say F the customer base. The Africans, when we first were talking about the boycott, was like, F y'all. How the hell you say F the people who make your money, dummy? But what she's trying to do is what a lot of the other ones should be doing is speaking up, speaking out and saying, yo, it's a big deal. We should probably be talking and listening to these people to see what we have to say. Because listen, I understand culturally we're different. I understand that we have different ways and mannerism in which we do things. However, it's just the arrogance of the attitude for me that I can't deal with it. And I was glad to find somebody from Africa who was able to come on here. And there are a lot of others. Don't mean the boycott stopping because the boycott gonna roll. The point I'm making is it's about time that more of them start to step up and say something, because for too long, everybody's been quiet. Now that the money is on the line, now we getting more people coming out. Now we getting people hollering, hey, we were just playing. You see what I'm saying? Because the dollar is being threatened right now. That's what this is all about. But let her finish cooking, because we're going to get into Nadine's apology.
Because they're already fighting an uphill battle. And if we, as we are fighting this uphill battle, we fight amongst each other, there is no moving forward. That is my 2 cents. He who has ears, let him hear. I'm just saying.
She don't even look at her.
First of all, I'm going to say thank you for...
Ma'am, you look like Mary J. Blige, and she look mixed. Like she got the white boy in her. We don't need to work with nobody to do nothing. We ain't never worked with nobody outside of these here Americas. We ain't never worked with no. Where do they get? We need to work to get. No, we don't. And this is the big grab. This is the big gig. She's sitting up there hollering about we need to work together so that we can all do whatever we need to do. But the fact of the matter is her status is probably white, not black. She's not under the same scrutiny for the most part as we are. They say skin bleaching, child, wouldn't surprise me none. It literally wouldn't surprise me none. So I'm not buying that. I want to get into Nadine's apology. So Nadine came and Nadine apologized because she saw the boycott was going too far. She said, oh no, this is too much. Now, mind you, the Africans is still going in. But Nadine realized her bottom line is threatened, and she came on the internet to tell us that basically she's sorry and that she wants us to forgive us and come on down to Nadine's hair and braiding and get your get your braids done in less than 4 or 5 hours or something like that. Let me get Nadine on here. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let me tell y'all something as well, too. Do not be fooled. We appreciate the apologies, but sometimes it's too late. Sometimes it's just too late, okay? Sometimes it just is what it is. We got to go with the move. Right now, we going with the move, okay? And that's just that on that. Get the likes up on the video, y'all, please. Get the likes up because we outside. Hold on. Oh, Lord.
On August 1st. We wanted to come to our platform and say something that nobody else has said. We would like you guys to know that.
I'm sorry. What's up, nieces? This is Nadine.
I don't like the way she started. Don't pander to me. What's up, nieces? You ain't our auntie. We would never look at you and call you no titty. You are not an auntie to the culture. All that what's up, nieces? Y'all, we don't rock with you like that, Nadine. Don't pander to us. Come on here. Because see, this is what this is all about. I need you to understand what's happening here. This is not a real apology. This is an apology because you're going to hurt my bottom line. You guys are going to literally threaten my coin. I have investors that probably help me with this. I need to make this money back. And you niggas want to start up this boycott at the worst time. Please, Negroes, please, nieces, forgive me. That's what this story is about. Okay? Don't ever get that twisted. But I don't like how she started, nieces. You not my auntie. My auntie wouldn't dare put that wig on. And she wouldn't put that outfit on. And I said what I said.
Not one of those usual videos where Brandy and I make for commercial purposes. This is one of those videos that I had to make with a heart full of sadness. I know that you have seen videos and videos about the drama happening in African shops where our client gets disrespected, insulted, humiliated, and it has been the top one topic going on TikTok. I took my time, I watched it, and I'm here today because deep inside me, my whole soul want to say, I'm sorry. I am.
Girl, bye. Moving on. Before we let her finish, let me say this as well. I saw on another content creator's channel, they was like, well, Black Americans, y'all wanted an apology. She's showing y'all examples to show that she understand what they did wrong. So you guys should just go ahead and forgive them. Now, this is supposed to be allegedly another Black American. These are the people I say we got to stay far away from, okay? These people are going to tilt the ship. They're going to get us, they're going to sink us like the Titanic. We can't take them with us. We love them. We can keep them in the trail, but they can't go with us because those people are going to be the problem, okay? Now, when it comes to this lady saying that she's sorry and acknowledging these things, I don't care. Because actions speak louder than words, number one. I don't need to hear that you're sorry. See, that's what they've been able to do us for centuries, okay? They've been able to do us dirty, hang us, do all these crazy things, and just come back to Black America and say, Black America, we're sorry. And the white boy has been doing us that forever. And we've been just going with it. No, it's not about you being sorry. And furthermore, she can't speak for all the other Africans. And she's not speaking for all the other Africans. She's speaking for Nadine's braiding and hair salon. Y'all are threatening her bottom line. You get it? Oh, yeah, they say none of her braiders are FBA neither. We gonna get into it. Let's get into it. But I'm glad it ain't. We don't need to be in that sweatshop. FBA, stay your ass away from that goddamn sweatshop. Go ahead on over there if you want. They gonna mess over y'all.
I'm truly sorry, and I'm the voice of those that could not reach you guys, because I know our platform is very rich, and I hope that you guys should share this video.
Look at how much they put it on. We're choosing to lead with humility. This isn't about pointing fingers. So on behalf of the entire African braiding community, we're sorry. Girl, you ain't the spokesperson.
To express how sorry we, the Africans, we, the immigrants, we are, because I do understand we have done so much wrong. Maybe some people before me, I want to join you in the fight, but not like that. I want us to change. This is a wake-up call for all Africans, immigrants in America. We're brothers. Respect is me.
So she want to help us in the fight, but not like that. You know why? Not like that? Because that affects her money, her pocketbook. So I want to help you, but I don't want to help you take money out of my pocket. And honestly, I understand that's a human response. But the whole point of this boycott is the Africans that have come over here doing braids have been making money hand over fist, and they've been treating us like nothing but crap, okay? And because of that, we've come together and decided we're done with that. We're no longer dealing with it, and that's just that on that. This woman can't get on here and say she's sorry for everybody, because she's not everybody. She's not even a spokesperson, okay? The boycott is happening. It just is what it is. They trying to do you like the clear people do you. But the veil is lifted on this one. You're too black. We can see it. We can see through it.
Not true. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Americans hate us. They want that unity. They want to see that in real life. I have done so much community work because it's my way of expressing how you guys are supporting.
Is that legal? They braiding in the hallway? Bitch, you got them girls braid. Hold on. You mean to tell me y'all hoes going down there to let them girls braid y'all head in the hallway? Girl, you mean to tell me whenever somebody got to go to the bathroom, you got to move your legs to the side like this to let them pass? This what y'all going to do to get y'all braids done. They doing braids in the hallway, my nigga. Fire code, nigga. Where's OSHA? I'm certified. OSHA? Nigga, what? I got a 40-hour OSHA certification. Nigga, that's a violation like a mother. Do you hear me? I'm certified. I know what I'm talking about. This right here, the whole shit should be shut down. And then she feeding them in there. She probably got them sleeping in the bike. They probably eating, sleeping, and shitting and braiding in the hallway. Y'all is crazy. Y'all is, man, I don't want no braids this bad. The moment I walk into a shop and they tell me go to the turn down the hall and I see a bunch of bitches with 3-4 hands in their head, girl, don't worry about it, girl. I'm gonna put this ponytail back in, fat. Girl, no way y'all sitting in nobody's hallways getting y'all hairs done. Girl, this is crazy. I didn't think it was this bad.
A way of expressing how you guys are supporting us for the past years. Sometimes words are not expressing what you feel. My actions speak louder than my words. And I have tried to do it for years. Those that follow me understand how much I value my clients. Today, I don't live for myself. I live for others. So on behalf of every business out there, a braiding shop, a grocery store, a tailor store, the Nadines today are saying we are deeply sorry for everything, and we are taking note, and we will show you the change because it's gonna start now, not on the 1st. I don't want to wait till August 1st. And everyone that listens to this message, you should be grateful for being in a land that they welcomed you. And the least we could do is to express our gratitude by being respectful to each other. God help us. God help us.
Girl, God the one called us to do this. The Most High is the one gathering us, yeah. I don't know if y'all know this, but it's the Most High gathering us. You must be calling on your God because you can't be calling on ours. He the one preparing us for the battle. Let me say this. To the Nadine lady, the lady is worried about her money. That's it. That's all. That's where it starts and that's where it stops, okay? The fact that all those African women are in that shop now, I'm actually concerned, as a matter of fact. To see my melanated sisters in there doing braids shoulder to shoulder, I'm concerned. I'm a concerned citizen. Like, how do we know that these women are being treated fairly? How do we know that these women are even here legally? How do we know that these women may not be trafficked or anything like that? I don't think that the working conditions, especially for American working conditions, you know how the labor board is. Them people don't play like that. The fact that you got them down hallways doing braids, standing 3 to 4 shoulders, shoulder to shoulder, that's got to be a violation. I feel bad for the African women in there doing braids. They probably got arthritis, hands probably crip walking. I feel bad. I think that somebody needs to make sure that those women are taken care of and that they are okay. Okay? I don't think that we should just turn our heads and things of that nature. That's another thing. Oh, somebody said a fire hazard. Girl, don't get me started on the stuff that's going wrong in this shop. But again, if you were Black American, do you think they let you run a shop to have women doing braids in the hallway? Girl, them folks will shut you down before you can put the sign up. Them people will shut you down before you can even put the sign up. Do you understand economically how everybody plays a part in keeping you at the bottom so that you can feed everybody else? She gets to come to America with 67 cents and to have girls do braids in the hallway, and it's cool. That would have never slid on one of them. If I opened the shop and even put that on a commercial on TikTok, them folks would be at my door before I could even upload the video. But she gets to do it. But we're not buying it. The boycott is still boycotting. We still on the roll. We still doing what we got to do. Because what we're not going to do is be fooled and tricked. See, we let the white man, the clear people, do this to us for a long time. Every time we uncover some old cracked up stuff that they did to us, we let them get on here and say, I'm sorry, you guys. Please forgive us. And then we say, well, they said they were sorry. And then they go back and do it again. Gone are the days. And this is the first group that we're going to use to learn how to come up with those type of reactions to this stuff. Sorry is not enough. Black Americans act like they battered women, like we got Stockholm syndrome or something. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. We're done. Now I want to move on. Hold on. So that was Nadine's apology, right? Everybody was like, oh snap, oh snap. Now I didn't even know that they have a Hollywood braid bowl. When I tell you, let me tell y'all something, Black America, because I keep trying to get economics is not as difficult as you think it is. See, this is why I remember my 11th grade year, they took out free enterprise. And what was the other one, y'all? Who went to school before the 2000s or in the early 2000s, graduated? What it was, free enterprise, and it was another thing. But those two classes were supposed to teach us about economics and about the government. Okay? Now, those classes came up out of our schools, right? So now we have no idea about finance, literacy, government, policies, politics. We don't know about none of that, okay? Because they've taken those courses out of the school. So I'm going to tell you what, it's not that hard. Listen, we create the blueprint. It's been happening since slavery. And the white boy or somebody else come and take the patent or put their name on it, put their face on it, and we're stuck, right? So think about Bronner Brothers. How many of y'all, put a one in the chat if you're familiar with the Bronner Brothers hair show. So the Bronner Brothers hair show is a hair show that's been done in Atlanta, I want to say at the beginning, and still to this day, but it's been done in Atlanta for ages. Do you hear me? It's where the Black American women come in, they show they outlandish and outrageous styles, and they bop. We've been doing that forever. Now I want to say, and I haven't checked into it, but I want to say maybe somebody probably came in and swooped and took that from us because they take everything else from us. Now that was the blueprint from us, right? Tell me why now they have what they call a braid bowl. Did y'all hear about the braid bowl? Let's get into the braid bowl. So now the Africans have a braid bowl where it's kind of like modeled after the Bronner Brothers hair thing. And basically it's just a whole bunch of girls that sit around and do braids. I don't know if there's a competition involved, but I do know it's this big old situation where it's a whole big old room and all these other braiders, I guess, are coming from all these other places. Okay. And then they say it originated in Detroit. My bad. Shout out to Detroit. Shout out to the Detroit brothers and sisters. But they do this braid bowl, right? And look at how big this is. Look at how big this is. Hold on. And this is Nadine's braiding hair. Let's get into this braid bowl. Now, this is from Nadine's shop. Again, she posted this. You feel what I'm saying? This is from Nadine's shop, and it looks like it's giving Bronner Brothers. You know, I don't see the competition piece of it, right? But I do see the fact that there's a whole bunch of stylists, braid stylists, and just like at the Bronner Brothers, what we did was we bounced off of each other. We networked. So you might run across somebody. I'm old, so y'all gonna about to hear my age. But back then, when the French twist or the fan or whatever it was, you might know somebody who's real good at claws or whatever the case may be, where you can go over there and you might could network with that person who could get you in touch with this person or maybe blah, blah. That's what they're doing. But again, we set the blueprint and then everybody swoop in and take it from us. Now, what Nadine did do that we didn't do was create this big factory style braiding situation. And that's because we don't think like that. Our minds and our brains wouldn't even fathom to take a whole group of my own people and put them in this makeshift sweatshop. We're not wired like that. We don't do that to each other. As a matter of fact, we don't like it when others do it to themselves. Like it messes with us. It messes with something in us. But the mentality that a Nadine or whoever has, the mentality that they have, they don't mind putting a whole bunch of people paying them little to no money in a doggone sweatshop into new age slavery for braids. That's what it's giving, new age slavery for braids. And all we worried about is convenience. Convenience is going to be the number one issue in our situation. We got to let go of convenience. Sometimes you got to be inconvenient. That's life. That's life. Okay? All that, boy, I don't have time. Well, you don't need it. Well, you don't need it. You're trading in your convenience for your livelihood. You don't understand what is happening. Black America, you do not understand what is happening. I don't think you grasp what is really happening right now. I really don't. And that's what scares me. It really terrifies me. All right, now moving on. I want to move on to some of the other girls and what they had to say, or some of these other folks with these TikToks and what they had to say about this whole boycott situation. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now we're gonna be dealing with some FBA people. We're gonna be dealing with some people from elsewhere who are gonna be some in agreement, some not in agreement. Either way, we're gonna be dealing with a lot of different people. We're gonna get through this. Y'all check it out. Get the likes up on the video.
So I've been seeing a lot of videos. Want to know why is the August 1st boycott of African businesses happening? So I've prepared a few snippets for you to watch. Follow along.
You Black Americans, you feel so entitled. Over what? The next right. Lazy ass motherfuckers.
Yes, you guys don't like.
Let me rewind. So this girl said that she combined or compiled some videos, because this is stuff we've been dealing with for a long time. This girl compiled a few videos basically of some of the past interactions and things that were said by Africans about Black Americans. Y'all check it out.
A lot of videos. Want to know why is the August 1st boycott of African businesses happening? So I've prepared a few snippets for you to watch. Follow along.
You Black Americans, you feel so entitled. Over what? The next right. Lazy ass motherfuckers.
Yes, you guys don't like Black Americans at all. You guys just say bad things about them. They're criminals. They're from slavery. They are not from Africa. They don't know their home. Oh,
I don't think Africans should be calling themselves Black. We have the most genetic diversity in the African continent, and we're reducing it to a skin color. That's a mockery of us as an African peoples.
Why? Did you hear her? Now remember, because that once upon a time, not long ago, Black Americans were telling Africans that they are black. They were telling Caribbeans that they were black and all types of stuff. And remember, for the longest, they were saying they not black. But now that black is profitable, everybody black. Listen to what this girl just said.
They don't know their home. Oh,
I don't think Africans should be calling themselves black. We have the most genetic diversity in the African continent, and we're reducing it to a skin color. That's a mockery of us as an African peoples.
And let me say this too. She's not wrong. Actually, what she said is 1,000% right. We will have a black conversation on a whole nother day. I'm not going to do it today. She's not wrong with what she's saying. So let's be clear about that. It's just the fact that we can go back to them denying the blackness and now embracing it and basically trying to own it now. That's the point of this video. But she's not lying about what she said.
White people are not the problem in America. There is a narrative that is constantly attacking white people in America as if anyone born today enslaved anyone born today. It didn't, like, nobody that's white today enslaved you.
They cannot walk away and pass the liquor store. That when a cop pull all over, we don't have to stop fighting. I have my First Amendment right.
What do y'all feel like y'all should do in order to know where you guys come from? Are you guys doing the DNA test?
We're telling you. No, we're telling you
I
we're
know,
from
tell me.
America.
So
That's
you
it.
are still
Like, that's-
enforcing us to have to prove to you that we're black enough or we're African enough. We don't feel like we need to do that.
Well, then that's disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
Because you don't even want to try.
Y'all not even taking the time to talk to us without criticizing us. We're weak, we're lazy, we don't fuck with them. Go
the
to
fact
the
that
this.
you didn't want to do the DNA test, the fact that you didn't want to do this is showing how ignorant you are. That's what we
I'm
see as
ignorant?
Pause. I gotta pause this right quick because I remember reacting to this video a while ago. This African girl, I want to say she was from Nigeria. She was sitting on the couch with another girl, and she's one of the ones y'all seen that gone viral who say that Black Americans have no culture. Mind you, she looks like us, talk like us, act like us, walk like us, hair like us, makeup like us, nail like us, everything. But this is what they do. Now, this is the gag. They want to tie you to this DNA testing so badly because it connects you to Africa. And if it connects you to Africa, that makes them the big dog and you the little dog. Because remember, they would be continental African. They will be tied directly back to the continent. This is why whenever you speak to an African and you talk about how you don't need to know no African DNA or basically I'm from here and I have my lineage here, they feel disrespected. They feel slighted. They feel like, how dare you? Because if you take Africa off the table to them, you literally disconnect the big dog status from them. Because remember, they looking at you like you the lost Akata from somewhere in Africa because they got the same education you got. But I know what part of Africa I'm from. Now, I may not have been. This is how they be. I may not have been, but I know what part of Africa that my family comes from, okay? So they look at you as the lost sheep, the lost Akata. They love the Black Americans who flaunt their DNA test that say they 75% Nigerian, 30% African, 20% Sinhalese, and 5% this, and 6.2% this, and 0.5% Indian. They love that because that makes them the big dog. Status-wise, that makes you inferior to the African in their minds, at least. But when you disconnect Africa from the entire conversation, now we're standing on two even playing fields. And the problem is the American playing field goes up, but the African one continues to sink. And that is a major, major, major problem to these people who have an issue with Black Americans who will not connect themselves to Africa. It's about status. That's what this whole thing about. It's never been about color. It's always been about status. Status-wise, if you say you're African and you don't know where you're from, that puts them at a higher status than you. But the moment you take Africa out the picture, it disarms them. They left with their hands in the air like hands up, don't shoot, because they have no defense, nothing for you. The DNA tests were crap anyway. That's a story for a whole nother day. And even if you were to believe that they are real, you need to be researching your ancestry here on this here land. I'm pretty positive almost 99% of Black Americans have somebody in their family that done fought in at least one of these wars. You need to be worried about who your folks was here. Leave Africa and the Africans off on their own. You got work to do here. And quiet as it's kept, you have more documentation about your history than anybody. Don't let these Nigerians come to you and tell you you need to find out where you from in Africa because you don't know where you from. They don't know where they from in Africa. My grandmother is older than Nigeria. Where did they gather them Africans up and put them together and call them Nigerians from? Don't let them fool you. I can go back to the 1600s now on my mama's side of the family. I can go back further than that if I trace my tribe. Don't let them fool you. Disarm the Africa thing. Take Africa out your vocabulary. It don't work. Africa earrings, throw them away. Africa shirts, throw them away. Africa hats, throw them away. Take it out your vocabulary. The moment you put it back into your vocabulary, you invite these people back into your life. You invite these people back into the big dog status. The moment you continue with Africa, you will continue to put yourself in a subservient position to these people. Leave Africa over there on the other side of the earth. You ain't never been no way. Okay? Leave that shit alone. Y'all keep wanting to attach to Africa, you will continue to have this problem. You want to get rid of it? Get rid of Africa. Until then, you will continue to deal with this in the quote-unquote diaspora. I'm telling you now. I'm trying to tell you what's real. Keep on hollering at Africa this, Africa that. They're going to keep playing in your face. Look at her. When I saw her looking like this, I'm like, I forgot what I said on that reaction, but I dragged her ass.
No, we're telling you we're from America.
So you are still enforcing us to have to prove to you that we're Black enough or we're African enough. We don't feel like we need to do that.
Well, then that's disrespectful.
How is that disrespectful?
Because you don't even want to try.
Y'all not even taking
You see how she said because it's disrespectful? She feels like not going to find who you are in Africa is disrespectful because as the big dog, if you won't even entertain who you are in Africa, then I can't big dog you. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got to catch the play. How is it disrespectful? Bitch, well, my ancestry ain't got nothing to do with you. As a matter of fact, if we were to go back to the story, your folks sold us. So you really shouldn't be talking to me about my ancestry. I should really be still mad at you and your ancestry.
Time to talk to us without criticizing us. We're weak, we're lazy, we don't fuck with them.
The fact that you didn't want to do the DNA test, the fact that you didn't want to do this is showing how ignorant you are. That's what we
I'm
see
ignorant because of that?
No, that's
you sound ignorant. Get the fuck out.
You saw that? She said Black Americans are mad at ICE because they're taking away the people doing their jobs. No additional caption needed here. Laziness is about to be exposed. And I've always wondered to these people who think that Americans are lazy. I'm thinking about, should I see what I was about to see? Because my brain goes very, very dark. Oh my God. I'm trying to think. Let me not say it. Just if I had to rethink it, let me not say it. Maybe the ancestors are saying not say it. But let me just say this. I hate how they come over here and tell us we lazy when we have more than they have in their homelands. How lazy can we be? Like, how lazy can we really be? We in our slums do better than y'all at best sometimes. How lazy can we be? And this rhetoric that the left been pushing, that if it ain't for immigrants, if it was immigrants that built the country and immigrants that, when they tell you immigrants built the company, you know what they telling you? Your ancestors ain't do shit. When you repeat the fact that immigrants built the company, what they telling you is your ancestors ain't do shit. Further feeding the narrative that we are lazy. Y'all better stop. Listen, the Jasmine Crockett's of the world who got y'all thinking, oh, we need the immigrants. We did all the work and we can continue to do the work and if we need to. But we're lazy. Yet and still, if I were to find out whatever island or whatever country this woman come from, I promise you they ain't even got no shoes. Be careful with repeating that very dangerous narrative about immigrants building this country. Your ancestors built this country. It wasn't no immigrants by and large. It ain't no immigrants by and large. This is a problem, bro. And I don't really care if they call us lazy. I could look at their wigs and know that they lazy.
Those of you who wanted to know why the boycott is happening, I hope all those preceding videos answered your question.
Girl, you ain't even do enough. Shout out to the sister. She ain't do enough. She really didn't do enough. Girl, let me tell you something. Again, these people, and it ain't all, but these people, I'm sorry, these people are really in their feelings about what's happening because they don't know what's going to happen, and they've been able to play in our face all this time to make it seem like we need them. Even though we've always known we didn't need them, they started to believe that shit. And now that the braiding thing is happening and the boycott is happening, it's going to be a lot. Guess who jumped into the doggone chat allegedly? Belcalis. Allegedly. Cardi B jumps in the chat. Because the boycott is spreading across the diaspora that we about to do it and it's popping off, okay? Now, allegedly, Belcalis reposted this video. Now, I don't know how true it is, so don't get me the line. But they say Belcalis reposted this video. Let's get into this girl. Now, I'm looking at the caption saying, I'm not boycotting the African braid shops. Let's get into what this girl has to say.
Respectfully, I'm not boycotting no African braiding shops. I'm not. Y'all gonna have to beat me up about it. I don't give a fuck. I'm bald-headed. I cut my hair. And when my hair was about this thick, this long, they was able to put box braids into my hair. Knotless box braids. I was able to get my hair cornrow. My African braiding shop.
What makes y'all think Black American women don't have this type of grip? Y'all ain't never been around no real hood in the shows. Bitch, my nene, get me up here. My nene out the project. Bitch, she will grab your fucking, she will braid your scalp if she need to. Why y'all act like the Africans the only people who could grab your scalp? Because you cut your hair off. First of all, this is a very selfish reason, but I get it. But to come on here and make an announcement, you trying to stand in solidarity with them. And that's cool because you're going to have to go with them. But my question is, why y'all act like the Africans the only ones could grip y'all hair? Oh, my bad, I forgot, because they be pulling y'all edges out. See, y'all thought it was the lace fronts. No, fat. See, when they be pulling y'all edges out, that made y'all think that they could grip tight. They gripping tight, all right. Gripping your head smooth off your scalp. You hear me?
They take out my braids, wash my hair, detangle it, and then put in new braids. Without an appointment. I get my braids done in 4 hours.
Now, before she talk about the 4 hours, one thing I will say that she's right about is the service. This is what these people have been able to use economically against us. The Asians do it with the nail salons and the hair stores. The Africans do it with the braiding salons. They see where we lack in customer service and they focus on that. And then they lower the price. And that means all your customers you overcharging and treating like crap, they're going to go over to the Asian. They're going to go over to the African because it makes more sense. And it also, they get a better experience. I've been hearing the facts about these young Black girls who want you to come get your braids done. They don't want to wash your hair. They don't want to dry your hair. They don't want to do nothing. And this is to Black American women. Because see, the boycott is one thing. The other side of it is we need to make sure that we able to take on the clientele to keep this money circulating back in our own pockets. We cannot go on with the idea that it's all about money. If you chase the bag, you will run right into the devil. You gon' get money. You gon' get clientele. You don't have to treat people like crap and charge them the most. One thing the Africans do have on us is they do have more convenience and they do have better, I ain't gonna say, well, no, sometimes in certain situations, they can sometimes have better customer service. But those are major things we fail on as a community. Major things we fail on as a community. Okay, so these are things that while we're dealing with this boycott, we can't boycott and then look around and say, well, girl, who's gonna braid our hair? We got to be able to have somewhere else to go with it. So she's making a point there.
4 hours. I can order food to the African braiding shops. I can have my friends sit in the African braiding shops with me. I don't even gotta ask. Shit, if I have kids, I could probably sit my kids in the African braiding shops and I don't have to ask. They have AC in my African braiding shop and a flat screen TV. Each mirror is a LED light mirror.
Oh, Lord.
Okay? The African braiding shops has developed. I'll be damned if I have to sit there and read a fucking policy to get my hair fucking braided. I don't have to put a deposit with the African braiders. Each African braider that touch my head fucking eats down. I don't gotta pick somebody. Whoever gets me, I'm blessed to have. I don't gotta bring my own hair. I don't have to bring my own braiding hair. Shit, sometimes I don't even have to bring my own human hair if I don't want to.
And can I say this too? Because I'm thinking about the economic parts. This girl and her feelings, we'll get into it. These braiding shops that be providing the hair, I remember back in the day, I wanted to open a salon. Not a salon. I wanted to open a beauty store in New Orleans East. I'd never forget. And I remember I kept saying, really, I want to focus on the other items, but I wanted to really focus on hair as well. I went into, I want to say at least 10 different Asian shops to ask them about the companies that they order from as far as where they getting their hair. And none of them, do you know, not one of them will even give me a lead on somebody to even possibly talk to. Everybody was tight-lipped. Nobody wanted to tell me nothing. So now I'm thinking, because I know right then, I know for a fact, even back then, it was kind of hard for Black American women to get access to that type of stuff. But now these African braid shops, they got all the hair you need and all this stuff. And mind you, these are massive braid shops, some of them. And they getting all this hair. It wouldn't surprise me if they doing backdoor business with the Asians and the Asians are supplying them the hair to supply you with the 4-hour braids. You see what I'm saying? Because it's about business. Meaning I would invest in someone if I know their business is going to do well. So it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me if and I don't know this to be a fact, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Asians are backdoor behind the scenes doing deals with these people. Because remember, they trying to get the hair out and sell to us by any means necessary. If that means an African can come over here and open this big warehouse and they're going to have women coming in and out with braids, you damn right I want to contract you out to come get this braid hair. You see what I'm saying? I just know how hard it was at the time. I hadn't tried recently. I know how hard it was a while ago at the time for Black American women to be able to do certain things. But these women are capable of doing it. I thought that was crazy.
Okay, they have whatever color you want, actually. So I don't know where we boycotting the African braiders. I'm not. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I won't. My African braiders are 24 hours. You see, it's 11 p.m. right now as I'm making this video, and I need to get cornrows done tomorrow morning. If I wanted to leave my house right now to go get my cornrows done right now, I could have got it done without an appointment. Boycott what?
Supply and demand. Find out where they lacking at. Pick it up. It's simple. Find out where they lacking at and do it and focus on it. This girl represents a lot of Black Americans, if she's Black American. This girl represents a lot of Black American women. Some people put their convenience and their time and what they need over anything. And I get it. There are people like that. But people like this young lady, we got to stay far away from when we doing business. When it's dealing with business, we can't do nothing with this girl. Because even if she felt like that, coming online just to big up these Africans for what? Like, what are you proving by that? And then Cardi B reposting this. I'm still of confusion as to why y'all even allow Cardi to play with y'all and even be in y'all face. She ain't even a nigga. She ain't even Black, let alone anything. So for her to even jump in and say something, she better go sit her empanada eating ass down. We ain't talking to her. We ain't talking to her. Because if we should have boycotted that heifer when she was on here using the N-word, calling nigga, while she throwing fiestas at the house for her Black ass kids. She better go sit the fuck down somewhere. Because y'all be love. She ain't even put out enough music for y'all to still love her that much. I don't understand. She ain't put out, Cardi ain't had an album since the album had her. And y'all still running behind her. Girl, don't get me Cardi reposting. Of course she is. And they always get somebody who's one of us to put it out there to say, see, it's them. They just tripping. Girl, you look a mess. And if the braid shop open 24/7, put off the bonnet and let us see the braids, bitch. Other than that, shut your ugly ass up. Get her off of here. Now we need to move on. Because the movement is happening. The ball is already rolling. We already out the gate. But they done already shot the gun. We already out the gate. Tomorrow, what's the day? The 30th. They got 31 days in July. Yeah, we got one more day for it pop off. And it is what it is. I need you guys to get the likes up on the video. I want to show y'all. Hold on. I want to show y'all some other stuff. Because let me tell you something. We're not doing this out of the blue. We're not making this stuff up. What we're doing is what we should have been done. Demanded that if you're going to come in and take our dollar, you're going to stop playing with us and treat us with respect. Okay? Now, let me give y'all a gag. Just like the bags, the purses, and all that other stuff, do you know that they overcharge the F out of y'all in America for the same thing they do for $20, $30, $40 back in Africa? And I get it. Supply, demand, pricing. I get that. But they basically charging y'all crazy money when you can just go over to Africa and get it done for $20. Look.
London. Another banger. Come here, wait till the water you.
Let me turn the music off just in case. That girl said she paid $20. Look at all them people in her head. This is not good. This is not good. And I'm not saying that these women have ill intentions, but ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, them 3-4 hour braids, man, if they were trying to do any, if they thought about doing any type of witchcraft, y'all giving them the front row seat to your head, to your crown, bro, to your crown. Are you okay? All them people in your head to say your hair cute, man, I ain't ever want to be pretty that bad. I swear.
Come with me to get $50 braids in Lagos, Nigeria.
Now, this is in Nigeria. She said she getting $50 braids.
Nigerian sisters. If I'm not doing home services, I'm coming to Triplet Studio, and this is why. For starters, this is the first. Come with me to get $50 braids in Lagos, Nigeria. So here we are at one of my favorite braiding salons in Lagos called Triplet Studio, owned by these 3 beautiful Nigerian sisters. If I'm not doing home services, I'm coming to Triplet Studio, and this is why.
Now, she's in Nigeria. And remember, I get it. Prices of things
Everybody
are different.
knows rule number 1 when traveling to Africa: you get your hair done when you land, because you can get your hair done for $20 or literally less than that. I found this place on TikTok. It's located in.
Hold on.
Everybody knows rule number 1 when traveling to Africa: you get your hair done when you land, because you can get your hair done for $20 or literally less than that. I found this place on TikTok. It's located in Kenyatta Avenue. And one thing about Kenya, everybody knows rule number. When you throw me in, look at what you started.
Look. Let me say this. And again, this is no dig to the women who doing the braids. My issue ain't necessarily always the women who doing the braids. It's really this corporation that's siphoning the wealth out of the Black community. And not only the wealth, the culture as well. See, while y'all teaching them how to do your braids, they in 20 years, they're going to say they made that shit up. They're going to say you ain't make that shit up. We was doing it in Africa first. Okay. The point is that they even overcharging you. If they may be less than what the Black Americans charge, and that's a whole nother conversation we need to have. Black Americans, we got to be more feasible to take care of our own people. And I get that. You know what I'm saying? But what are you trading for this convenience? What is it that you're giving in advance? What are you giving while they give you the convenience of the style and the time? What are you because you get everything you do. Everything you do or every interaction you deal with any person, it has to be transactional, meaning you give and I take and I give and you take. It's got to be a vice versa. In the Black American community, we have been giving. Everybody has been taking. Nobody gives to us. Nobody gives to us. And it's at the point to where now when we realize nobody gives to us, and then on top of that, you have a nasty attitude, you have the nerve to have an issue with me. Now we really want to boycott. Now y'all want to get mad on top of not treating us well. We're over it. We're done. We're over it. But I need Black Americans to stand on business. And I know that we're going to stand on business. Because it's bigger than braids. It's bigger than food. It's bigger than all of this stuff. It's bigger than all of it. They are literally taking your identity. We've talked about this before. They're taking your identity. They're taking your culture. They already look you square in the face and tell you don't have no culture. And we're trading that in for braids. That's not a good look. It's not a good trade. It's not even worth the trade. The juice ain't even worth the squeeze. Look at this lady. Now, I know y'all seen this video. Hold on. Let me get her up here. I know y'all seen her. She was one of the ones, and I like that this brother came and spoke behind her, but this lady was one of the ones that went viral. Check her out.
This is for those who look down on Africans, call themselves FBA, Foundational Black Americans.
Black folks, stop spending your money with these people. Don't go to their hair braiding shop. Hell, they about pulling your edges out anyway. Be in the shop, talking all crazy about you in their native tongue because they scared to tell you that stuff in English. Don't never invest anything back into the community. I don't see none of these shops having back to school drives for these kids or nothing. But be right in the mix where we dwell, making their money off of us. So I hear the women supposed to be boycotting these shops. I'm all for it. Please do so. Quit spending your money with these people. It'll shut them the hell up, trust me.
And that is literally as simple as it is. If you hold your pocketbook and close it, you will shut these people the entire F up. It's really just that simple. Not only would you shut them up, then you'll see change behavior. Because you got to remember, the Africans, when they come over here, they're only allowed to leech off of us. They're not allowed to leech off the Asians. They're not allowed to leech off the Hispanics. They're not allowed to leech off the clears. They're not allowed to leech off they're only allowed to leech off of us. That's it. That's it. So the moment we close the pocketbook, not only do you shut them the F up, you see change behavior because now they start to dwindle. Now they start to realize, why you think Nadine was on here saying, I to the Black Americans, you're right. Why do you think that lady got on here looking like she was damn near in tears? Do you think because she really, really give a damn about a nigga? Do you really believe that these people really care about you? They don't. You the only fool who care about them. They doing this because they understand that you are the only group of people they are allowed to make money off of. If you close your purse, you literally exterminate them on the land. And I don't mean literally as far as like do nothing harm to them, meaning you literally take them out the paint. They out the paint the moment you close your books and your pocketbooks, the hair stores, the braiding shops, I don't eat the food, but the restaurants, all of that stuff. It ain't a bunch of clear people running into these places. It is not a bunch of clear people running into these African places. I know it. It's you. If you close your purse, not only do they shut the fuck up, they get the fuck up. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You don't know it. It's been a game played on your head for the longest. You do not realize how valuable you are. But boy, oh boy, this is the beginning. You will. Black America does not understand their value, but this is the beginning. You will. If it's the last thing I do, you will. I don't care how we got to learn the lesson. You will understand your value, Black Americans, and that's for everybody. It ain't just the Africans, because I feel like the Asians need to be up next. Quiet as it's kept. I really wanted to start with them, but since we at the Africans, we could go with the move. But quiet as it's kept, you need to understand what it is you bring to the table. Nigga been gaslighting you this whole time. Close your purse. Close your purse. Okay? Hold on one second. I got another video to show y'all. Check this out.
Black Americans on TikTok are saying that they're trying to boycott African shops, okay? Restaurants, hair shops, and all of that. Because what? They come to the country and feel like they're better than you. That's the reason why, is it?
Can I say, and this is not all the Black British people, but I think the most unproductive, the most annoying people in the diaspora is the Black British. Shout out to the Black British. Not y'all, not everybody. But I'm talking about the ones that be getting online. You know, whenever I see the Black British chime in, it's like the neighborhood wino coming in trying to give they 2 cents. Shut your duck ass up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your duck ass up. Shut up before I throw a biscuit at your head. Shut up. I just can't. Every time they step in the paint, I just be sitting there going, oh. I swear to God, every time I hear that cheerio, I go, oh, fuck. God damn. Every time cheerio. Well, every time you turn around. I'm so tired of y'all. Please have several seats. Please. I'm so tired of the Black Britain. Not all of y'all. I'm talking about the ones who act like these. I'm so tired. We all, even the Africans tired of y'all. We tired of y'all. We tired of y'all. Y'all is the most annoying little cousins. We just tired of y'all. Like, leave us. Stay, mind your business. And shouldn't you be stopping an armed robbery with a knife right now? Mind your business. It's always them. Cheerio. So I hear the Black Americans. Cheerio. Top of the morning to you. Shut your man. I'll take a leprechaun and bitch. Girl, I'm so tired of these. Girl, I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tired. Please forgive me. Let's move on. I'm sorry. Every time I see them, it just grinds my gears.
People cannot be that fucking dense. Like, are they dumb? Y'all really think that people are just gonna boycott? First of all, nobody said all African establishments. They literally just said hair braiding shops. You think that people are just going to boycott hair braiding shops because Africans came over here and they think they're better than us? Like, ho, is you cool?
No.
Is you cool? Is it crack? There's literal videos of us going into certain African hair braiding shops, getting disrespected, getting into physical fights, altercations, getting locked inside of shops, experiencing extreme price gouging, waiting for hours and hours, getting greeted with a nasty attitude. It has shit to do with somebody thinking they're better. Those motherfuckers, not all, a lot of them have been having those sentiments since they got here 50 years ago. They've always said we have no culture and we're used to it. But now we're starting to say something back because they having a little too much fucking dip on their chip. So we're actually responding. We finally entered the chat. Like I said, y'all motherfuckers load up y'all cameras, y'all turn on y'all fucking podcast mics and just talk about Black Americans all day.
And she ain't lying. This is the cooking. And let me say this. One time I was trying to learn how to do something with my hair. And I swear to God, when I YouTubed it, it was nothing but Africans popped up. And I'm sitting here saying, but they don't even know how to do it. I'm sitting here saying, wait a minute. Why is I'm looking for lace fronts or whatever it was I was looking up? And I'm like, but they don't even know how. And even the algorithm give you Africans. Any Black American, put a 1 in the chat if you ever looked up a hairstyle on YouTube. None but Africans. Africans. And she's right. All they do is sit up on the internet and talk about Black American business. That's it. I don't care if it's pop culture. I don't care if it's politics. I don't care what it is. That's all they do. They don't do nothing else. And they make money on top of money on top of money. That's all they do. That's all they do. She ain't lying. She ain't lying.
Unprovoked. We do not sit at the dinner table bringing up Africans. We don't give a fuck all what y'all got going on. Unless we personally interact with you and we're friends and we know each other, we are not thinking about y'all as a collective. We are just not. We're not. And nobody's boycotting because somebody thinks they're better. It has to do with customer service. It has to do with the conditions in some of these shops. Not all. Now, I never personally said I was going to boycott, but I haven't gone to get my hair braided by Africans in a long time. But people reserve the right to do as they wish. You know how many of us boycotted Asian nail salons or beauty supply stores? Y'all don't know because y'all don't fucking know us.
Facts.
Y'all really don't. So if you think that it's like specifically being targeted toward you just because you're African or just because you're successful, is fucking idiotic.
And what kind of mentality do you have to feel like I'm just so great? The African Americans or the Black Americans just hate me because of how great I am. What kind of Kool-Aid? What kind of bullshit? What was you sipping? I don't even want to taste it. What kind of to make you think in your head, these people, they don't have no real issues. They just hate us because we're better than them. Are you okay? I'm with her. How is you cool? It's got to be a mental illness. It's got to be a mental illness. Got to be. Because this doesn't make sense. How in the world do they have this superior? And I get it. They have the superiority complex because the white man gives them the superiority complex. When they, just like they taught the white kids that we came from Africa and they were better than us in status, you don't think they telling them Africans that? Because they are. They really are.
People boycott so that they could set the standard, set the tone, and set boundaries. If you want me to patronize your businesses, you have to have a certain type of decorum and respect for your paying customers. To be physically fighting me, cussing me out, talking crazy, price gouging, I wouldn't give a fuck if you was purple, blue. I don't give a damn if you came from Connecticut. Right is right is wrong and wrong is wrong. Do better.
The Black America.
Shout out to the sister. She's absolutely on it. It's the delusion and the gaslighting. I don't think that they believe that they're superior. Some of them might do, but for the most part, they understand who they are and they understand who we are. As a matter of fact, more of them know who we are than they like to admit. But they want to just play it off like, oh, da. Man, look, ain't nobody got time to be sitting around worried about how we gonna hate on no African. Black Americans got too much stuff going on to be sitting around worried about how we gonna mess with another group of people. We're not built like that. We not cut like that. We not wired like that. We don't even hate the oppressors who did us as bad as they did us enough to do them like that. So what in the hell makes you think we sitting around worried about how to screw over Africans? If we were going to apply that against any group of people on this land, it would be the white supremacists. I swear to God, if we were to sit down and say, you know what, enough is enough. We done had enough of these folks playing in our effing face. It's been hundreds and hundreds of years. It would be the white supremacists. It would not be the Africans. I'm just saying, we're not sitting around worried about how to do something to these people. It's just that you've overstayed your welcome. You did too much and we're done. We're done. And that is a hard pill to swallow for a lot of these people. So that's why they rather switch the narrative and say, oh, y'all just jealous, y'all just mad, y'all just hate. Hating and mad for what? Jealous of what? Most of the places don't even have toilets. Jealous of what?
August 1st is the day that the girlies are talking about they want to boycott African braiding businesses and African
She ain't a Black American either.
Businesses as a whole. Why don't you start today? Why don't you start today? Like, don't wait. Don't give yourself a week. Start today.
Can y'all see the difference in the phenotypes of these people? And they don't all look alike, but she ain't Black American either. But now she's saying start today. See, it's the arrogance. It's the attitude. It's my old folks used to say back in the day, you got your ass on your shoulders. Yeah. See, that's an old country saying. See, it's you got your ass on your shoulders. You start smelling, you smelling yourself. You smelling yourself. You smelling yourself right now. You know how the woman used to tell you when you 16, 17, think you're grown? Oh yeah, you starting to smell yourself. You starting to smell yourself. Do it now. Do it now. Oh yeah. Say less.
Because at this point, this discussion, the diaspora wars, the colorism talks is dangerous. Like, it's dangerous. And as Black people, we are not progressing. Because how can you sit there and say off of like one experience, off of this, off of that, I'm just going to cut ties with African businesses. Like,
that is the most disingenuous statement and sentiment she could have. Oh, y'all just doing it off of one person, off of one experience. You know good and well this ain't no one-off. They got TikTok and they got TikTok's search engine the same way we have it. I don't believe for 1 second they don't see what's happening on the other side. Stop it. My nerves really is not good with people who I know lying in my face. Actually, I feel very disrespected when somebody look me dead in the eye and lie to me straight in my face, especially when I know that you know that I know you know that you lying. So you getting on here just off of one experience. It's not one experience. And you know what? Since y'all want to be obtuse and be ignorant to the situation, that's even more reason why the boycott is still popping off. Let her finish.
Let's be honest. You're going to the beauty supply store, you're supporting the Asians. Mind you, you still have to walk out and show your receipt. Clearly, they don't trust you, but you still support that. Now let's go into the clothes that you want on your back and the fashion that you guys dream of getting. These European brands, y'all not boycotting them, but y'all still spending a bag in Gucci, Louis, Prada, and you can't even feel comfortable to just walk around and just shop. But y'all not boycotting that business. But you want to boycott African braiding shops and African businesses because of an experience. Living in New York as a Nigerian American, I used to go to Harlem to get my hair braided. A time to be alive was when them aunties was recruiting you from the train. And as you're walking to the braiding shop, you're negotiating the price.
There you go. That's the part.
I used to go to Harlem to get my hair braided. A time to be alive was when them aunties was recruiting. And you can't even feel comfortable to just walk around and just shop. But y'all not boycotting that business. But you want to boycott African braiding shops and African businesses because of an experience. Living in New York as a Nigerian American.
That's the part right there. Living in New York, strike one. This is no shade. This is no shade. Shout out to FBA in New York. Shout out to all the Caribbeans, all the Africans. Shout out to everybody in New York. But this is no shade. Living in New York, that's strike one. New York is not a real place. And I'm not saying that to say that New York is not an actual real place, because it is an actual real place. But New York is a specific special place that is unlike anywhere else in America. So New York, strike one. Whenever I hear New York, I start squinting my eyes. I ain't even gonna hold you. Even to my FBA brothers and sisters, it is not your fault. It's just so many people out there. Whenever I see New York, I do this. You see what I'm saying? And it's nothing to you, FBA. It's just too much going on. It's too much happening. I'm sorry, I gotta ask. You see what I'm saying? And then you Nigerian. Oh, the New Yorker Africa. Lord have mercy. You know, the other Africans, let me stop. Now I ain't gonna start no mess with them people. Listen, New York and Nigerian, these proud Nigerians. I'm so sick of y'all too. Oh Lord, being New York and Nigerian is almost as bad as being New York and Puerto Rican. And I'm not saying that as a negative way, but I met the New Yorkers. I met one in New Orleans and she almost got popped. If you're from New York, you know what I'm talking about. I met one in New Orleans and she almost got popped. You see what I'm saying? Listen, the mindset, I told y'all about that melting pot. I said it's got to be something that affects the psyche to live in some place where there's so many different groups of people. And this is not a bad thing to the people who live there. I think that the powers that be who put them folks in that melting pot did that on purpose. I said psychologically, it can't be good for the people. Then on top of that, this girl is a Nigerian, so she already got that type of ego on her. Then she from New York, so she already got that type of attitude on her. You can't tell somebody like this nothing. And quiet as is kept, 9 times out of 10, she's never been to Nigeria. 9 times out of 10, she ain't never been to Nigeria. Boy, no shade to New York, but y'all know how I feel about the melting pot. The melting pot has screwed my people over. I hate that melting pot. Y'all already know what it is.
Madness. This is Sparta!
I hate that damn melting pot. If I had one big old leg and somebody could put the melting pot on a cliff just one time, I wish somebody take the New York melting pot. I just want to take one big old Spartan kick to that bitch. You feel what I'm saying? Because it messed my people up. I don't care about all the other stuff. The melting pot messed my people up. But we coming back. We coming back around. We coming back. Let her finish cooking.
I used to go to Harlem to get my hair braided. A time to be alive was when them aunties was recruiting you from the train. And as you're walking to the braiding shop, you're negotiating the price of how much your braids are going to be. Back then, before the pandemic, braids was like $60 to $80. That was a time to be alive in New York. Okay, I would travel all the way from Brooklyn to Harlem to get my braids done. Whoever got on this damn app and started opening their mouths and said, oh yeah, in Harlem they doing braids for $120, they doing braids for $140. Now it's $200. And now you have to book appointments. Never in my New York City life have I ever had to book an appointment to go to Harlem. And now let's pull back another layer. And growing up Nigerian in New York.
Is Harlem occupied by a lot of tethers? Because Harlem is typically and historically a Black American community. I don't live in New York. Shout out to the heavy boot people. But I'm just trying to see something. Because she talking about going to Harlem. So is there a lot of immigrant shops in Harlem? Can somebody from New York tap in and help me out? I'm just asking. They say yes. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, I was hoping that was not the case. Harlem is a mixed pot. Oh yeah, that's what I was hoping y'all wasn't gonna say. That's what I was hoping y'all wasn't gonna say. Cause she keep hollering Harlem, 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 and I'm like, that's where the niggas at. Oh, now that makes sense. Oh man, that's bad news to hear. I'm sorry to hear that.
The things that y'all posting online and like ready to fight these aunties over at these African braiding shops, I'm sorry to tell you, but they are normal. Like, it is normal. I will always know when I go into my aunt's shop, my aunt's braiding shop in the morning, and this is in Brooklyn. This is not in Harlem. I'm talking about in Brooklyn. When I would go in there at 8 a.m., I was probably leaving at 10 p.m. Y'all have the luxury of like getting a 4 or 5 hour because they're now trying to accommodate for a lot of people, the influx of people that's not only coming from New York, the different boroughs. You got people coming from Houston, you got people coming from Connecticut, you got people coming from DC to do their braids. You got what I'm saying? It was normal to be dishing out hair, giving out the hair to your aunt because you wanted your hair to go faster. It was normal, even back then, before they had the pre-stretched hair, to help your aunt pull the hair.
I'm lost. What's she talking about? She talking about how to do braids. She lost me. Let me fast forward her a little bit, girl. I ain't got 6 minutes to give you. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give you one more chance. With your little. Let me stop.
If you're going to Harlem, a lot of those African braiding shops, I know, are not Nigerian, are not Ghanaian. Those are French colonized African countries. So you got the aunties from Guinea, you got aunties from Senegalese, you got aunties from Gabon, from Mali. So you telling me your experience at one of these shops is
so wait a minute. If I'm hearing what she's saying correctly, she's saying in Harlem, it's not the Nigerians and the Ghana people. It's the other Africans, I guess, would be the higher tier Africans. I don't know. I don't know the tier levels. I don't know. But she's saying it's not them, it's the other Africans. And she's trying to basically defect, like, oh, well, if y'all going out there and having bad experiences, it's just them. No. We don't care about that. The boycott's still popping. We trying to see something. So if it is true that is the other Africans in Harlem, and I hate to hear that y'all lost Harlem. This is my first time hearing this today. But I hate to hear that Black America lost Harlem. If that is true, then that's definitely the government behind it. I promise you. The government making sure certain people get in there. And they're going to take the history of the city with it as well. Best believe.
Only your brain that, oh yeah, because I had a bad experience here, you'd even try out other African braiding shops around the world, around the state, around your city, that, oh yeah, we need to boycott it. But y'all want to support African businesses in different aspects of your life, starting off with the Afro beats. Secondly, Dechi December. Y'all don't need to be catching a flight to Nigeria or Ghana. Y'all don't. You don't.
Excuse my ignorance. Afro beats, bitch. We don't listen to that shit. I have never been to a party, and I've been to a lot of parties. Hell, I go to the Caribbean. I've gone to other places. I have never been somewhere where they say put the Afro beats on. Quiet as it's kept. If it weren't for Chris Brown coming over there and even playing with y'all in the Afro beats, we wouldn't even know you niggas. Quiet as it's kept. Nigga, y'all thinking, listen. I'm not, in the game, it's just so annoying, you know? Oh, girl, because the Afro, bitch, we don't listen to that. Ain't nobody on the grill talking about turn on no Timbs. Bitch, are you insane? And I'm not calling the young lady a bitch, but I'm just saying I don't know her name. Bitch, we ain't around there listening to no goddamn honey follow you, banana follow. Bitch, we ain't at no cookout hollering no bullshit. I don't want to be a player no more. Bitch, please. I've never seen it. 42 years on the earth, never seen it. Afro beats. Bitch, we gave you Afro beats. Don't make us take it back home. Bad enough ain't nobody listening to it. We gave it to you. We'll take it back. They used to call us Indian givers back in the day. You get it? We gave it to you, bitch. Don't make us take it back. We good for a good old Indian giving situation. Tread light. Tread light, Biggie Smalls' little niece. Tread light. Nah, she done already pissed me off. Tread light.
You need to go to South Africa to go listen to Amapiano. Since you want to boycott all these businesses, do it in all aspects of your life. Don't just do it for the hair braiding shops because it's actually absurd. That's why I said this discussion is dangerous. It's not making us Black people progressive. Honestly, how are we supposed to get better, be better as people if we're sitting there battling each other, talking about, oh, how we're not going to support the next Black person or the next African? Are we serious right now? Are we serious? Like, it's crazy. And I really do think these discussions need to stop, regardless or not, because it's just like y'all coming on this internet, y'all just saying anything. Some things do not need to be said, and it's okay. You can journal it. You can literally go to a therapist and speak about it. But coming to the internet and saying, oh,
did this bitch tell us if we have issues, we need to go journal it? Or go to a therapist while she spent 6 minutes on why she used to hair braiding to her hair braiding auntie and why we need to not boycott the Africans. Girl, this just makes me want to boycott harder. We need to go get a journal? Hold on. You know what this is like? It's like somebody coming to your house telling you how to live in your house. It's like somebody right now walking into your home where you pay the bills and telling you, well, if you got an issue, you don't need to say nothing. You need to just talk to somebody about it. How the you gonna come in my shit and tell me what I need to do? No. That don't go like that. You go get a therapist. Go find a therapist. Go journal or jot down why you mad today so you won't get into another FBA sister's head and cast no spells on mistake. You go get a journal. We home. You see, what you're not going to do, you see, Black American culture, we very big on this. You're not going to come to my house and bully me. You might bully me at school. You might even catch me at the bus stop. That's cool. But the moment you get to my front door, typically my mama make me go outside and fight. See, this is the welcome to America, you're late. Welcome to the party of called Black America, you late. See, in our culture, how it works is one thing to be bullied going back and forth at school. The moment the girls come knock on your door in Black American culture, the mama open the door and make you go out and fight. As in fact, she stand in the door and said, bitch, if you don't whoop they ass, I'm gonna whoop your ass. So now that leaves us in a situation to where we either have to fight you and possibly get our ass whipped by you, or fight and get our ass whipped, or not fight and have our mama whip our ass. And see, our mama got real hands. Like, she been fighting all her life, and we don't want to fight her. So typically in Black American culture, since mama done pushed us out the door, since y'all done came to the crib talking about you want to fight, mama done pushed us out the door and we got to fight. And you best believe I'd rather fight your ass than to fight my mama. Welcome to the Black American party. You're late. Okay? We don't play like that. You're not going to come into my house and bully me and tell me what I need to do. Go get a therapist. Jot it down. No, bitch, you go get a therapist. Stir up a whole big pot of Jollof and think about all your ills and wills and talk to your ancestors about it. But what you're not going to do is come to America and tell us what we need to do. Carry your ass back to Lagos. You get it? Carry your ass back to Lagos and go over there and do that. But you're not going to come in here and tell us what the fuck we need to do. New York going to get a lot of people head knocked off their shoulders. And that's no cap. New York, California, parts of Florida, all them melting plots, they going to get a lot of people. Man, watch out. Little girl, you better go find you something safe to play with it. Go, girl, go play with your mom. Don't play with us. Please go play with your mom. Please.
We wanted to come to our platform and say something that nobody else has said. We would like you guys to know that.
I'm sorry. What's up, nieces? This is Nadine. This is not one of those usual videos where Brandy and I make for commercial purposes. This is one of those.
We've already seen this part. I want to get to his response.
You guys should share some people before me. I will. Because at the end of the day, I don't think Americans hate us. They want that unity. They want.
And let me say this, because what this brother is going to tell us is what we all need to hear. And it's what I've been telling y'all this whole entire stream. Do not allow the tears, the apologies, and the emotions to get the better of you. This is what they've been using this entire time. This is how they've been able to play in our face, using the fact that we are such giving and loving people. That's how, single-handedly, the Africans ain't doing nothing that everybody else ain't did to us in the past. It's just different now because our eyes are open. We can see the play. Before, we couldn't see the play. Now we can see the play. Don't let these, it was just this one place and it's not all, because it's not. But at this point in time, points need to be proven. People need to be put in place. The rightful people need to be put back in their rightful spot. And we got to start somewhere. So don't ever let this fool you. And that's what the brother right here is going to say. Y'all get the likes up on the video.
That in real life,
we tried and tried.
So much community work
done
because it's my way of expressing how you guys are supporting us for the past years. Sometimes words are not expressing what you feel. My actions speak louder than my words, and I have tried to do it for years. Those that fully understand how much I value my clients. Today, I don't live for myself. I live for others. So, on behalf of every business out there, a braiding shop, a grocery store, a tailor store, the Nadines today are saying we are deeply sorry for everything, and we are taking note, and we will show you the change because it's gonna start now, not on the 1st. I don't want to wait till August 1st. And everyone that listens to this message, you should be grateful for being in a land that they welcomed you. And the least we could do is to express our gratitude by being respectful to each other.
It's
God help us.
too late.
Facts.
God help us.
Listen, don't let them play with your heartstrings.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
We gave them a 400-year pass. They never came and got us, and they came here with attitudes. Let's remember, there's a video out there where a guy is telling us that the DEI, a lot of like Harvard and these colleges and the businesses, they hire a lot of these Nigerians, these Africans, because they align with the black, they identify as African Americans or whatever, and they don't, they discriminate towards Black Americans. So they are in these positions with help by those people help.
And this is a fact. Let me say this part too, and I don't mean to cut the brother's wisdom, but you guys need to understand this. All of the set-asides, all of the things that our ancestors fought for and some of our grandparents fought for during the Civil Rights Movement, all those things are given to other people with black skin under the guise that they're us. This is why it's hard for us to get loans, all these schools that these people are going to, all these scholarships, all these things. These people, let me tell you something, and this is a personal story, but I know somebody who's a Nigerian, come here to America. They got full free scholarship at a HBCU, and not only that, they going to college on a full free scholarship to go to law school. Not only is law school paying for the school, they paying for the apartment, for room and board, food, and everything. Now, I'm not saying Black Americans don't get it, but I'm telling you, by and large, we don't get that. Those are the things that's handed to them. These are the things that our ancestors thought they were fighting for. Okay? Everything from the civil rights movement on back, every single thing that our ancestors fought for us to have has been given to everybody except us. Not just the Africans, everybody. So that basically means, for lack of better terms, all of that fighting, all of that stuff we did back in the day was done for nothing, because we won't receive any of these benefits. They have convinced us to allow everybody under this one umbrella of black, and it wasn't just them, the powers that be, it was also their agents, the whole Pan-African community, all these Pan-Africanists. You guys need to worry about Africa. You guys need to keep putting your brain on Africa, putting them people in front of you, and there was all a scheme tie set up to get you to be okay, and not only okay, help them give away your resources to every single person except you. They eating good off of you, Black America. They getting fat, my nigga. Them niggas is eating so good, they practicing gluttony off of you, Black America, off of all the things our ancestors fought and died for, set up there and did everything they could for. They getting the benefits under DEI, affirmative action, people of color, Pan-Africanism, all these things that we've been taught to embrace. Those are the very same revenues or avenues that they taking everything away from us. Civil rights movement, down the drain. We ain't got nothing to show for it. To this day, we don't have nothing to show for it, other than videos of our ancestors getting eaten by dogs. Everything we fought for, we giving it away. They tricked us into giving it away. Everything. I don't want to hear about the great ancestors if we just gonna give the stuff away. They didn't fight for us to give it away. I'm pretty positive they in the grave like, oh my God, these niggas here. And come on now, you know how we is. I'm pretty positive they in the grave like, these niggas, bruh. Nigga, you mean to tell me we did all this work and these niggas done let these folk come down here? I would. I'd be flipping in my grave right now if I was one of the ancestors. We've allowed them to brainwash us and trick us. Everything that belongs to us goes to everybody else. Everybody eat while we starve. It's a fact. Everybody eat while we starve.
We have no friends, y'all. Let's not forget, we have no friends or no alliances. Don't let that play with your heartstrings. I told y'all, we think with the heart instead of our minds. Mm-hmm. They think with their minds and the strategy, and just to take. So let's not, I'm not going to talk your head off right now. I'm just going to say, this is not enough. We gave them a 400-year head start, and plus 60 plus years since I got here. You understand? 60 years, if anything, to be exact, since 1965. It's 2025. Ain't that 60 years? Something like that. If my math is off, kiss my ass. But I'm close. But I could be right. But they ain't the time. The answer is no. People, they're gonna play with your heartstrings. Yep. Got the music in the background. They don't give a fuck. The answer is no. We don't accept your apology. It is too late. Yeah. So now, y'all apologize when we are waking up. That is a strategy. Don't let them play with your heartstrings. Stop it. Think. Wake up. Don't lay down. Because we are easily to forgive. That ain't gonna happen. And again, we're not just talking about Africans. Everybody gets boycotted.
And that's a fact.
Pick and choose, you know. But we have to start replacing, so we have to get our shit together. Plain and simple. Love y'all. Keep your foot on their necks. You bet not give the fuck up. Let's go.
I love that brother. This brother here, he put it very, very well. What he's saying is what I told y'all just a few seconds ago. The world, even from Christopher Columbus on down, the world has realized that if they play on the heartstrings of us as a community, they got us in the bag. What the Africans are doing is what everybody else has been doing, playing on our emotions. We got to get out our feelings and into our bag, man. We got to start thinking. We have to start thinking. We absolutely have to start thinking. If we continue to go off the way that we feel, we will continue down this horrible space that we going. We got to start thinking as a community. I don't care if they sorry. I don't care if they cry. And this is not just for the Africans. I'm talking about all of them. I don't care what they do. I don't care about none of that, to be completely honest. What I'm saying is we got to put us first. Anybody who's ever flown, the flight attendant, when they give you the safety brief, they tell you what? If the plane goes down, reach up, grab your oxygen mask, put yours on first, and then turn to help your neighbor. They even inform you that if you don't put yours on first, then you are putting your and your neighbor in danger. This is what the flight attendant people said. I didn't say it. So if I got to put my mask on first before I can help my neighbor in order to save both of our lives, then why is it a problem in this situation when Black America wants to put their mask on first? Because see, all these years, we've been scrambling and scraping, helping everybody else to put their mask on. And we've been running out of breath, asthma. But we still been running around, trying to help all these different groups put their mask on. And we over here dying, losing breath. And they so used to it. The very first time we say, you know what, fuck it. Let's put my mask on and then I can go back and help them. They lose their mind. They lose their mind. The moment you stop and say, instead of me almost dying, let me put my mask on first. I don't want to die. I want to help you, but I don't want to die neither. So let me put my mask on. The moment you stop and say, instead of me sitting here trying to lose my life to help y'all with y'all masks, let me take 2 seconds to put mine on. You ask yourself, why all these folks got all these issues? Why would they feel so much of a way about you wanting to put your mask on first? They put theirs on first every time. They've never not put their mask on first. The moment you say, hold on, let me stop and take care of what I got to deal with first, and then it's a problem because they never were in your favor. These people have always been not in your... These business people, I'm trying to choose my words. The ancestors pulling me. I'm not going to do it. I'm saying all that to say we got to be careful with what we do. We got to be careful with how we spend. We got to be careful with who and what we patronize. Literally, nobody patronizes us. Nobody. I don't care. Literally, as a collective, nobody patronizes Black America. Think whenever you feel in your brain, well, maybe not because, these people, boo, boo. I don't even see Africans buy our food. And we all know we have the best food. And we all know they eat it. So it ain't like, you see what I'm saying? They don't buy our food. They'll listen to our music. Yeah, they'll get in the videos with us. They'll start rapping like us and singing like us. That's cool. But I've never seen them as a collective group patronize anything Black American. Nothing. Unless they're making something from it. For long, long times, everybody's been making something from it except Black Americans. Gone are the days. Now we want to make something off our own hard labor. That's not a bad thing. Don't let these folks gaslight you into feeling like asking for something in return. Not at first. In return is a bad thing. Everywhere I go, I hear Africans require something. Africans require something. Well. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Gone are the days where the FBA don't ask for nothing. Now we require something. We not just willy-nilly giving no more. Now y'all require something, so do we. And I don't give a damn if we tell y'all when we come through the door, y'all need to throw roses at our feet and kiss them. You want braid or you want to go home? You want to braid or you want to go home? But I think it should be permanent. That's just my opinion. But the boycott starts August 1st. August 1st is the boycott. I need all my Black Americans on board, all our allies on board, and to the Western world, to my cousins in this Western world, do not get caught up in that African bullshit. I be seeing y'all. I saw a Canadian black chick on there saying something. I started to slap her with a Canadian bacon. Listen, don't get caught up with them Africans. Y'all, let me stop. Let me stop. Y'all, to my Americas, to my island people, to my mainland, South America, North America, to the allies, do not get caught up with these people. They not even your ally. Quiet as it's kept. Okay? Do not get caught up with these people. Let them folks hold their own L. For the first time, let them hold their own L. The boycott is on. We ain't stopping. We don't give a damn if you cry. We don't give a damn if you come and make a whole city's worth of jollof rice. We don't care. The boycott is happening. It's on, and there's nothing that anybody could do about it. I don't care how many times y'all apologize. I don't care how many times y'all say what y'all got to say. We got to stand on business. And for the first time in a long time, as a group collectively, Black Americans will be standing on business, okay? So when August 1st come, when August 1st come and y'all doors ain't swinging open like they normally was, or maybe you do the books at the end of the month or the end of the week and you realize them numbers ain't numbering, remember, before y'all come over here wagging your hand and wagging your little finger at Black America, making it seem like we need you, we have come to a new awakening and we understand that we don't need nobody. Everybody need us. And that right there within itself is so powerful. It's goddamn Africans and everybody else coming out here apologizing. I heard a white boy was apologizing about Hulk Hogan. They all apologizing because we finally come to the realization that we, Black America, are the prize. And that realization is going to have a lot of people on the outside feeling like this.
Fuck you and your family, bitch!
And we don't care, and don't. Realizing the value of who you are, man, you don't understand how powerful. You don't understand how powerful that is. They understand it. That's why, please, brothers, brothers, do not. We are sorry. I apologize for all of the Africans, and you Africans, you shouldn't do that to the Black Americans. They'd rather windmill on their own people, because bottom line is the money is all that matters. And if you close your pocketbooks, a lot of people gonna have to be going back on home. You get it? And to my Black Americans who want to straddle the fence and do the double dutch, I see how y'all is. I get it. A lot of y'all are Pan-Africanists and I ask that you just stay out the way. That's all I ask to the Black Americans. If you don't want to support, like I didn't support certain things that was going on, I didn't make no mention of it. I didn't speak out against it. You know what I did? I stayed out the way. I asked other Black Americans, even if you don't agree, instead of going on this public platform to directly down your own people in favor of a people who wouldn't give a shit about you if you were standing there in front of their face, instead of doing that, I would ask that you please, just sit this one out. I think that that's a fair ask to Black Americans who don't agree. I think a fair ask is, instead of getting on here to bash us for the company, for the guests, just sit this one out. Just sit this one out. Because see, originally, I thought about trying to convert everybody. Because in my brain, I feel like I could do everything. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I can do a live and have all the Black America there. And I can find somehow, some way to convince these niggas to stay with the home team and not deal with the opposite team, right? But then I thought about it. I said, Lord, I know my people. Lord, have mercy. I know my people. And God forbid I say, hey, niggas, let's all band together and stick together. Just us. It's going to be a few of these niggas. I can see them right now.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
You know it's coming. It's a few niggas. We going to all be on one accord. We gonna all be on one accord, ready to go move how we gotta move, do what we gotta do, and it's gonna be a small group over there, and we gonna say, hey, bro, we about to dip, bro. Hey, I need y'all, come on to the home team, bro. It's gonna be a bunch of Pan-African kufi wearing niggas talking about, no, brother, because what we gotta do is put the continent first, brother. See, that's your problem. And here come a Hebrew. Read Hebrew chapter 12. What verse, brother? Brother 6, verse 6. What verse? 6 verse. And God said, it's gonna be one of them niggas. It's gonna be one of them niggas. No. But it wasn't all of the Africans. Shut your duck ass up, nigga. We on the move. It's a train. It's a movement. Nigga, we on the move. And I'ma still try to grab some of you niggas, but I get it. All y'all niggas ain't gonna go. But I'ma still try to grab as many of y'all as possible. I'ma try to Harriet Tubman this shit. I don't know how it's gonna go, but either way, for the ones who don't want to go, just go. But for the ones who I might could grab, I'm coming to try to grab you. Just please, if you can, just don't have this type of reaction.
Yeah. Hey, you get your fucking hands off me.
Please, Lord, I'm trying to help you. Harriet said she couldn't save us all. But with that being said, y'all, Boycott still on August 1st. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Shout out to everybody who sent me a super chat. I really wish I could read them all right now, but I can't. But I do appreciate everybody for sending me something. I do have to get off and do some other content. But y'all, we here Monday through Friday. We do the morning jokes every day, Monday through Friday. Pull up, pull over, pop out. Y'all already know what it is. It's black. B1, FBA, Hebrew, copper color, Indian, indigenous, aboriginal, Hebrew, NOI. I don't give a damn who you are. If you are a freedman or a descendant of freedmen and you from this land here, this one right here, I love you. And you have more value and more power than you would ever know. And it don't matter what we knew then, as long as we know what we know now. And what we know now gonna free us in the future. Is gonna free our kids and our other kids. But right now we standing on business. August 1st is the date. Make sure you not where you not supposed to be, which is the African shop. I don't eat that shit no way. Anyways, I'm out. Love y'all down to the ground. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Subscribe to the channel. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your wow. Lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.